to be cutting it down to top 48, I believe, to be able to have that happen later in the day. But my name is Proxy, joined by Ref.
What's up, Proxy? It's good to see you this fine day. We already saw some 2 pools popping off with variety, great amount of players.
Yes.
And so much fun as people are just raring to go. Launch weekend of Street Fighter 6. Already a lot of great tournaments happening, but only one has $10,000 up for grabs, and that's here at DreamHack Dallas. So you're seeing a lot of folks coming out. We had Punk earlier. You saw Shine, who was sent to losers by the Hidden Warrior Melbu and the Mariza. And just so many great other players who are here. FFG, Fanboy Fighting Games, making out with Luke. Just seeing all the people who came out from locally, but also outside. And who do we have in pools that you know for the current block?
For this block coming up, I know that we have a Hawaiian shirt guy as one of the people that's going to be coming up. Hawaiian shirt man.
He's a man.
Excuse me.
He's just a guy, but he's also he's also the man.
Well, yeah, we're going to have, it's going to be a lot of different players coming up. I am mostly just excited to see more of the names that I do not know, because that's always one of the most exciting things when it comes to these tournaments, when it comes to things like that, is seeing in these new games, these new players get to step up and have a chance to be able to make their name. If there was ever a time for you to shoot your shot at becoming the player that you've always wanted to be, the start of a new game is the best time.
Exactly. You got that first weekend where, you know, the road isn't traveled, anything can happen. New characters abound, so anyone playing these betas gotta account for a lot of the fun stuff, and that's gonna be the really exciting thing here as we see everyone. I want to see what they bring out. We're gonna see the beta characters, or we're gonna see some new characters come on in here at DreamHack. Again, the last pools had so much good variety, and I want to see more of that.
Yeah, I mean, for me personally, just having played a little bit of the game, because we've been playing a lot, if anybody did not know. I mean, our hotel room was up until 2 a.m., 3 a.m. playing, and the hotel room next to us, we could hear them. They were also up until playing until 2 or 3 a.m.
That's what we're here for. So, I mean, we might be working, all right? We might be working, but we work hard, play hard, all right? Every after hours, we are mashing. Because as commentators, we got to understand, it's a new game. We're figuring stuff out just like everybody else who's playing, so I'm excited to see how everyone gets to adapt. And it just, again, I want to see those warriors with the new characters really bring a wrinkle and see how well they've gotten things already in, day number 2, Street Fighter 6.
I definitely agree, and that's kind of where I was headed with this, is I feel like at this point, with the amount of practice that people have had, we're at the point where I think people are comfortable enough to start playing the new stuff. I think a lot of people were expecting this to be all demo characters, everybody just playing the stuff that they know. But with all the setups that we've had here in the venue, shout out to Jabali and DreamHack Fighters and everybody who's been able to provide this many setups for us to get to play on, and the hotel room sessions, I think we're about ready. We're starting to see like DJs, Marissa starting to present herself as a big day one problem. Yeah. Same with Manon as well. But for now, DJ versus Ken is going to be the matchup.
All right, we get DJ returning again after Street Fighter 4's last appearance. The big new thing is that Just Cool, having that back step, a lot of little options, and all the feints. So it's going to be how well is Corvo going to be able to deal with DJ's fake fireballs, the fake up kicks, but already, okay, low forward uppercut. BigHyung has to be careful here. They put out a nice little bit of patience, a little bit of zoning with those the fierce punch. You see that whiffing at that distance. As far as it moves forward, it does whip on crouches at a distance. Yeah,
using that crouching medium kick really intelligently to low profile that. Tries to go for the little weed in and out fake fireball. Does get the anti-air. You're going to see a lot of that from DJ.
Oh no, with a hey up kicks did not connect. Trying to get out with the drive impact, and nice lead as Corvo is ready to put this round down.
Blocking step kick as well. Nice tag. Big chillin' has a bar already. Almost 2. Just really anything will do at this point.
Right uppercut. Just one more hit away. Burnout's not in factor here, so BigHyung can block out a little bit. Nothing too much to worry about, but double low forward is going to catch. And Corvo with that first round.
Yeah, and like I said, pointing it out, honestly, crouching medium kick going under that far fierce is really, really strong in this matchup here, and it's been represented so much. We get that punish counter cross up, but not very much damage off of that one.
Yeah, no. Uppercut whip, but instead just going for the up kicks. Oh, double fireball. That's a big punish opportunity. Gonna go EX Just Cool. Machine gun upper, and the damage comes out as Corvo's hurting and in the corner.
Okay, it's the back though, keep it cornered. Woo! And okay, actually combos though, so it doesn't get the wall splat, but still is able to find the throw afterwards.
All right, he's jamming out. BigHyung taking a big round. And showcasing that DJ, there's the EX. Backs out. Hey, don't be jumping on me today. One of the few like charge characters with a great anti-air, just holding down back. Machine gun upper again. EX version. We're gonna go into the level 3. Let's jam.
A little bit of a tenor is it? That's what I need, honestly. After sleeping on so many hotel beds, good God. Now that quarter of life left, really anything will do it at this point. Plenty of drive gates to be able to cash out as well.
There's the slashers. Happy to just spend a little bit of the bar. Oh, Sobat's gonna whiff. It's an opportunity. Only a throw. And then just right out with the up kicks. Didn't time it right for the anti-air.
Oh, back though, still not enough. EX Fireball, just trying to cheese things out a little bit.
Hey, there's the back throw. BigHyung taking that first game. Just patient silence and just forcing out errors from Corvo.
Yeah, looking solid. I mean, at this point in the game, really, you can just play the Fireball game. You can play it safe and solid, play that neutral, and things will work out for you. We're not quite optimized. We're still layer 1 when it comes to parries and drive impacts. But we're just having a good time.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you pick DJ, you're here to party, so I like this pick for sure. Going for it, a lot of the Just Cool is getting punished. Slasher getting a little bit of a whiff, but at least BigHyung with a big block. Get that punish counter combo. I like it. Double crouch fears. Nothing more from it, but some damage.
Okay, attack. Still chilling. Unfortunately, a little bit slow to pull the trigger on the anti-air there. We're trying to go for the record kicks a little bit more. Got to be careful. They're very negative until you get your opponent in burnout, or if you're just trying to steal turns in kind of weird ways.
Oh, nice parry there. Corvo, small life lead. Top two's going to get punished. There's the EX Just Cool. Goes into burnout. That's a big disadvantage now. BigHyung's got to watch out as Corvo. All this meter? Yeah. I love that drive impact. No drive impact for BigHyung. Chip is on the table. Oh, is that going to anti-air? Nicely done! And finds a little extra credit afterwards. BigHyung staying alive here, 1 round away. Taking the set.
Nice jump on the Fireball, but unfortunately had to go for the tech afterwards. DJ, and okay, nice. Check the Dragon's Whip. If it's not heavy, you can usually contest or punish.
Yeah, like so far, the punishes, BigHyung is getting good damage in here and there. A little too risky, throwing out drive impacts, running low on drive gauge this early in the game. Could be really scary going to burnout.
I say we haven't seen a lot of feints either. It's been mostly chilling, just committing to things. Up kicks actually does trade too. It has a really particular angle.
Yeah, and also like the timing too, I think. Always doing a little too early. Oh wait, gets a hit into Just Cool, but now it's just, I like that. Just swaying in, stepping out, but now Corvo with the lead. There's the wake up. Nice
okay.
throw. Oh, that's good damage off of that punish counter. Yo, really? Wake up button into super. We're going to hit it all? No, we're not.
Not quite.
We don't got the rhythm yet, all right? We don't got it down yet, but it's all right. BigHyung takes the win, shaking his head like, I got to play more DDR. I ain't ready for that yet, but ready for DreamHack.
That's what I was going to say. You got to practice it out just like you would practice any of your other rhythm games. You know, figure things out. Yeah, you're not always going to perfect the track the first time you see the track.
Well, first time they did it was like 3 hits. Second time we saw a little bit more, so it's getting it, all right. That's one of those little things like, okay, I got to go back to training mode because I'm not ready for that. Yeah, I love that. See something like that where like it's unique to DJ, the dancing musician.
Yeah, I like that.
And he just has that. Okay, we'll give him the rhythm super, give a little bit of style. A little extra sprinkle of that makes it really cool.
Yeah, I mean, that's one I think that's not necessarily missing from fighting games, but I think that I can say in particular that one thing that Guilty Gear always did really, really well is giving characters like very, very unique personalities and kind of, I guess, keeping them in their own realm. Every character feeling very much like themselves and not very much like other characters. And I feel like Street Fighter has successfully nailed that with Street Fighter 6 coming into it.
Yeah, exactly. Everyone has a role that they fill.
Yep.
And it's so fun to see just that being expanded upon with just not just like the system, but like the supers and the normals and all these like little bit of things that just make that just every character choice feel so much more unique. But at the same time, it's easy to approach even if it's something like unique and different. So they hit that like nice balance. So you said unique characters, unique personalities. I'm all about that because up next we have the one and only, the party man himself, HawaiianShirtMan. There's the headset, there's the smile. The trademark is already jamming out. This man is a class act. If you've not seen his streams, he is just a hoot. That's the best way I could put it.
He is definitely someone that even if you do not have him, if you're not following him on Twitch or Twitter or anything like that, you've definitely probably seen him via retweets because he likes to have a good time, and he'll definitely come across your timeline because he does some, like you said, some zany stuff on his stream, and it is it's fun to get to watch for sure.
So Sunday's gonna have to deal with the party animal himself. Let's see how well equipped. So think about HawaiianShirtMan. He puts his own flavor in how he plays fighting games. He just loves to press buttons. He loves to just dance in and out and just has this just beautiful style. And if this is the DJ with him, that's the perfect blend. That's what I love to see. You got the shades too and his own Hawaiian shirt. Mwah.
I'm interested to see, though, Manon, because I think a lot of people have been talking. I think Manon is one of the most talked about characters in the game right now, simply because just here in the day one, week one type of meta, she feels very powerful. Great normals, that vacuum and can frame trap, very high damage, and we've been talking about it a lot on Twitter. The damage after the metals is very high.
Just being able to combo into the metal increase and just having that carry over round. Very momentum heavy, but let's see if Manon can brave through the fortress that can be DJ already. This is a sweep. And look at HawaiianShirtMan just going aggressive, using up all the drive rush. Big whip though, opportunity. Not a combo there from Sunday. Used a lot of resources here. Both players almost at one at burnout. This could be really spooky for Sunday.
Yeah, it's really unfortunate. Tried to go for the EX just for the reset. If that had hit, it would been able to set up a really, really nice situation, but the neutral jump over the feint. First time we're getting to see a DJ use that fake, just like that. You almost use like a demon flip.
Fake up kicks going on, then just following it up with the crouching, the jumping down light kick. But okay, meter back for Sunday. Is gonna have a lot of drive gauge to kind of try to bring this round back. Didn't take advantage of HawaiianShirtMan's burnout though.
A lot of it came from the fake fireball here. Again, HawaiianShirtMan actually being one of the best players I've seen to use that nice link afterwards and is able to get the knockdown all the way to the corner.
There's still a lot of resources gone. Might have 2 bar that can help a lot, but the throw from HawaiianShirtMan after the drive rush. It's always so good that you know your opponent's going to be a little more scared to play with so low drive gauge. HawaiianShirtMan taking advantage of it and just really rushing forward. Look at him go.
Oh, okay. Nice parry. Okay, wasn't going to get too much damage off of it. Still gets the jab and is able to go for the EX up kick. And one nice thing about DJ is I feel like historically EX up kicks has whipped on crouchers, not anymore. So it's a way more easier to utilize.
Yeah, a lot more threatening, especially for a character that can just charge it down. Oh, look at this usage of the feint on the up kicks, just catching it out. Double parry, and look at this 3 bar. HawaiianShirtMan is just fishing for that super. He's ready to jam. But here comes Manon, nice grab. 2 medals up, still a ways to go. Nice block in the overhead. And that's all that great gauge down. Next hit here for HawaiianShirtMan to do it. Jump out. No, you gotta watch out!
Yeah, he's always waking up with the super there, spends all 3 bars, a little bit of an explosion of the dance moves, and now, let's see how we get off mix. Unfortunately, still in burnout, so no driver to be able to get some advantage.
Oh, the parry on the neutral jump. Big damage. Gonna jam out with the level 1 and get the champ. I love the smile. He's like, okay, I messed up the super, but it's all good. A win's a win. You cannot take the smile off that man's face. That's impossible.
That's very true. And he's just having a good time. And truly, the character, just personality-wise, fits him perfect. Look at him, bro. He
hit the taunt. These two are a match made in heaven. Deejay and HawaiianShirtMan, I love it.
Oh my god. Sunday though, burns out again, but finds a knockdown into the corner, so well worth the burnout if you're able to get some capitalization, but a perfect parry once again.
Most perfect parries I've seen so far. HawaiianShirtMan using the system really well, but the back throw from Sunday with the command grab. It's going to be HawaiianShirtMan just going in now that they have opportunity and resources. The plus frame from the burnout is making it so Sunday is just in under high pressure.
Oh, drive impact actually hits just from max distance there. A little bit of a juggle. Tries to back off a little bit, but Manon gets the jump over.
Okay, no anti-air. Crouch fears could be a solid anti-air here from Manon. Also the course of a forward kick at some ranges, but now HawaiianShirtMan just sitting pretty. Feint fireballs. Come on, come here. Hey, back roundhouse anti-air. I love the bait out from HawaiianShirtMan. You see him, I see him giggling. He's like, damn, I'm smart.
Yeah, honestly, truly, on the player cam, he just has not stopped cheesing. No, the boy's been cheesing at every single stage of it. It's fun to get to watch.
Ooh, big punish. Nice target combo, gets the knockdown. Utilizing the tools really well. Such a flexible looking DJ. Overhead, nice block. Oh, try to get that EX grab, but you can't throw. And now the burnout gonna get the taunt into the combo. Not even a combo, just gonna let it rock.
Oh my
I love it. I love it. That's optimal, all right? Optimal mental damage. All right, fake Sobat. Just all the things. He's having a good time. Okay, gonna catch. No, up, back. No dice. There's the parry. Just trying to style into level 3, I think.
Okay, drive rush, couple times, cashes out all of the meters, still has a super, but it's not able to use it from that distance, but that's okay. Is still able to find it with the normal afterwards. Good stuff.
And party hard, win hard, HawaiianShirtMan showing some love, doing the thing, and just putting a smile on our faces. It's infectious. I can't stop cheesing. After seeing that, he has the maracas. We missed it. No. He busted out the maracas after the win.
Man, he ran. See, as a showman, you got to position yourself. Ran off camera. You got to position yourself for it. You got to know where your center cam is.
You got to let everyone know, too, the stage, like, hey, I'm going to pop up if I win.
Oh my
I'm going to put on a little bit of show. So if he comes back, we'll be ready for
That's
it.
Okay.
But
we're making a mental note that the maracas are here. Oh my God. But what a way to continue to celebrate here at DreamHack Fighters. Obviously an amazing festival of esports going on. And we're very lucky to be able to not only be here ourselves, but be here for Street Fighter 6 with a huge prize pool to go along with it.
Yeah, big thanks to all the DreamHack team putting this together, as well as Tong, Jabali, the TNS crew, working tirelessly to make this launch weekend a spectacular show.
Yeah, it has been incredible. It's going to continue to be amazing. Obviously, we have Street Fighter pools happening right now.
That's right.
After this, it's going to be a little bit of Guilty Gear Strive, and then Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3, as well as, I believe, top 48 to top 8 of Street Fighter 6 will also be tonight.
Yeah, that's right. We got a full day locked and loaded, and we'll be done because we have to get done a little early. There's a metal concert tonight.
True.
And this is DreamHack. You ever been to a fighting tournament with an after-hours metal concert? That's something you only get at a really cool event like DreamHack. If you missed it this year at Dallas, there's always events that's happening in Atlanta, some of them overseas, and then next year you always have San Diego, Dallas again, and other events. So make sure you check out DreamHack. It's a fun time, not just for fighting games. You got great booths, artist alleys, a lot of free play for games, cool events, giveaways, as well as just a great time. You can hang out with us. What better thing than that?
Very true. I mean, listen, all I'm saying is that I've had this refillable popcorn bucket. I've been going in, the refillable soda. We've been going in here at DreamHack. It is definitely one of those things. I usually lose weight on trips, but not at DreamHack, man. I'm a popcorn fiend. Hey, I can't stop.
We got to stop all the walking, all right? All the walking. You'll burn those calories. That's going to be no problem. I have the bucket in my view. I'd like to show y'all, but it's literally, I am living off of soda and popcorn this weekend. It is fantastic. I couldn't ask for it. When I get back home, then we'll be a little more serious.
Yeah.
It's all good. It's a perfect way to start the month of June. This summer is popping off with Street Fighter 6 and many more great fighting games to come out. I'm just excited because we're starting it off like Strive. A couple years ago comes out and sets the tone for just this new wave of fighting games as every series is putting out entries, and now we are back to having offline be a normal thing again. We're having these new games come out, and especially this year with Mortal Kombat 1, as well as Tekken 8, just having Grand Blue Fantasy vs. Rising. There's just so many things on the horizon. It is just a new renaissance of fighting games, and it's kickstarting right now with 6, and everyone's playing. It's like we saw with Strive. Everyone's hopping in. Everyone wants to play the new hotness, wants to play the game and check it out, and it's a great time.
Yeah, I mean, honestly and truly, I feel like a lot of fighting games usually will release in like batches, right? Like we'll get like a Street Fighter KOF, like a couple different anime games that are very, very strong all at the same time. And I feel like I don't think I would be overstepping to say that this is in the conversation for the greatest batch of fighting games we've ever had. This is truly, truly the new golden era of these games. Amazing online play, offline play is as good as it's ever been. Receiving support from amazing companies like DreamHack and other big organizations for us to be able to make it more viable for people to get to play more often and travel to get to do the thing that they love. It is, and I know this is like the most cliche like BS thing ever because people say it all the time, but like it actually has, we're so spoiled. It has never been a better time to be a fighting game player, ever.
And we can only go higher up, all right? We got to work our way up together. We could make beautiful things happen. You know, the era of crabs in a bucket, we got to put that behind us because it's time to flourish, all right? It's time. I'm telling you. People are always going to try to drag people down, and it happens, all right? But now we got to be on the way to push people up and take each other even higher because it is just, like I said, it's that time for us to flourish and make magic happen. And we're going to, you know, if not now, when? So let's get it going.
But we are having our players set up and get onto the stream here. It is going to be Cannon Red facing off against Boot, Scootin, Brawly. That is Brawly Legs.
All right. Love to see Brawly Legs come out again, making a huge transition from having to play, you know, Street Fighter 4 as well as Street Fighter 5, moving on to Street Fighter 6. And if you know, Brawly Legs is a hero in the fighting game community, right? Top player, despite his circumstances, playing with his face literally, but one of the smartest dudes and super talented. So it's really excited to see what he can do here in Street Fighter 6 because it's a very different game. Always known to play Chun-Li, but this is a very different flavor of Chun. So I want to see how Brawly Legs likes to taste.
I am definitely assuming that it will still be Chun-Li that will be the pick. And I'm very excited because I don't think that I've seen a lot of super high-level Chun-Li's, and I think that Brawly is going to be really my first good look into kind of the ideas that are going to be coming from the character, because I think a lot of people were a little maybe anxious to try her in the beta too much because she has multiple stances, multiple different things she can do. She is a complicated character in this game.
She's got a lot going on compared to the era of I'm going to just press the fierce punch button and then press it again and then press it again. It is over now.
It's not here anymore.
There's a lot more on the table. And can I make a big shout out to the DreamHack team setting it up, allowing Brawly to get his bed up onto the stage here.
Yeah.
Keeping the accessibility up there for our players. All the love to everyone making it happen so we can get Brawly on stage for this wonderful match. Versus Cannon Red.
Yeah, I mean, we talk about that all the time, but like honestly and truly, it is, I mean, fighting games for everybody. I got to make sure that everything is set in stone and ready to go. Chun-Li is going to be the lock-in, and it looks like we're going to get a Lily. I cannot believe more people aren't talking about Lily. I think this character is awesome.
I think she's really fun to see. She's got that. She's got the more traditional grappler sense compared to like a Manon, right? She's got the slow walk speed, but she has all these specials. She's a special move character.
Yep.
She has all these tools just to move around, the Condor Spire, the Condor Dive, and then when she gets the Wind Clad and is able to power up and get plus frames on Condor Spire, she'll just put that pressure on so she can get those the Mexican Typhoons and bring the big damage from the grabs.
I also have been sitting down with a couple of the homies. Shouts to RJ Spin Infinite. This character also is kind of a problem on modern controls because of how accessible different things are for the character. One button DPs with her and being able to just hold the button to get the charges is really, really strong. So I think she's going to be a character that's going to be worth exploring in modern controls. But we'll talk a little more about modern in a little bit.
Yeah, we'll see. Already parries coming out from Brawly, just playing a little bit of footsie game. No Tomahawk Buster, no one DP yet. Parry, get the EX. I like this. Brawly just putting that pressure, walking, Cannon Red down, but I do like, Lily might have like a slow walk speed, but I like the backdash. She's able to maneuver backwards and create some good space without really too much of an issue. But my biggest thing is I want to see how they use the buttons. That's like the tricky thing, because not a lot of these buttons are cancelable, so using them as like counter pokes and then finding the spaces where you don't whiff, stuff like Condor Spire, because Brawly is just waiting it out and making it count.
Okay, he's looking for the sweep there, not quite able to find too much here, and just so far from Brawly, nothing too like overly complicated. It's fundies, man, and that's just how he plays, but unfortunately the jumping connects, but that's a good jump back, just escape. You know her movement speed is kind of low.
Yeah, that was an attempt at a throw from Cannon Red, gets crossed over, and Brawly finishing it off with the EX. Nice round one.
Yeah, very safe, very soft. Risk adverse is how I would describe how Brawly's playing right now. I like it a lot. Arrow legs just to mix up your timing as well. But Lily, she's like a predator stalking the prey, dude. She's slowly walking them down.
Trying to find their route in, but that jump over is not going to do it. Brawly having all this space, finds the neutral jump. Condor Spire going to get punished way too deep. And now Brawly with a huge life lead and 2-bar, working their way up. Beautiful anti-air with the knockdown, 2. Full combo, we're going to cash out here, and that's going to be the game.
Yeah, just positioning perfectly to be able to get the anti-airs there. Brawly, like we said, fundamentally sound and showing it off. That's just good, clean gameplay. That's a Street Fighter. That translates to any Street Fighter game you've ever played.
Exactly, and you're seeing it on deck. Not doing anything too cute. We're not relying on any of the new stuff. It's just all footsies, pokes, and patience.
Okay, got it again. Dude, it's just so solid at every single stage. Finally, after not having used it almost at all, the drive impact comes through. The mental stack is just adding up.
I love it. It just keeps on moving. You see Boy like feeling it too. Like, was playing so much more patient in game number 1. Now it's just rushing it down. Smells blood in the water. Nice combo into spinning SBK. Go here. Knockdown. Big chance for Cannon Red, but all it is just little pokes with nothing behind him.
EX goes the distance. Lily just feeling like she's never being able to get too much. She has gotten some wind powered up at some points, but again, has never been able to really use it. Yeah, it's just been Brawly. The iron wall, dude.
Yeah, I'm just happy to hold this life lead, walk it back. I mean, the 2 bars, anyone hits gonna finish it with the super, so Brawly's just going fishing.
Try to go for the dash forward, not gonna be able to find too much. Jab into nothing, but chip is not available as we still find a second jab. Brawly.
Yeah, took that super solid. Didn't let off the gas, didn't give any chances for Lily to get any okie dokes, no cute stuff. No command grabs, no nothing, so it was just a hard shutdown, and that's just the power of Brawly legs.
Yeah, I mean, that is also just what you see from Chun versus Lily. I feel like that is really going to be the standout way to deal with that character. Honestly and truly, just run. Get away from her, dude, because when she closes the distance, when y'all start to see the stuff on Twitter, I'm sure that you've already seen some of it because there's a lot of great people that are posting a ton of different tech, but Lily is a character that is sticky is the best word. Once she actually finds the command throw, once you have a little bit of utilization with drive rushes to be able to get better frame advantage, she's very hard to get away from.
Exactly. It's just that fear of it, right? Because, like, you know, kind of just like the mantra of like a Street Fighter grapple, where you have solid like poke buttons that can be utilized really, really well. And yeah, not a lot of stuff is cancelable, but once you get in, you can enforce that game plan. And you have the fear of like, here's a grapple with an uppercut. That Tomahawk Buster will make you second guess. We didn't see anything there. There was no disrespect on the side of Sunday. It was like a big part of it. It's like if someone's going to start rushing you down, you got to blow them up because that's how you start things going. The whole point of just having a character that makes you guess once you're on top of them. Yeah. Just is how you're going to win those kind of rounds when you're playing as Lily. So hopefully Sunday, you know, come back a little bit stronger, still on the loser side, and make stuff happen. But now we're going to get a homie coming out from Street Fighter 5, now jumping into 6. Deeancer, former Fong player. Okay. We'll see who he's going to go into here because Aki is a DOC. You know, she's going to be later on, so that might be the Fong player's pick. But I can see maybe a JP. He looks like a man that would want to play some JP. I've been seeing JP for sure. I don't know if it's just because they both do purple stuff. I don't know what it is, but I have been seeing a lot of Fong players ending up on JP. And JP is one of the most, definitely one of the coolest characters in the game. I feel like just from the... I don't think I'm overstepping to say that after watching the amount of footage that I've seen and seeing that the things that people are doing are actually real, he might have the best corner pressure in the game. His reward off a throw in the corner is so incredibly high because he's able to get a knockdown. And if you're willing to invest in EX, he sets up another strike throw situation that you also can't neutral jump out of. You have to commit to jump forward or you have to commit to blocking or strike throwing. And if you guess wrong, it loops into itself. So he has some really toxic corner situations. Yeah, that's good. That's a big part of what I've seen. I mean, Street Fighter's always been, you get in the corner and it can be spooky, but especially in 6. But we're not okay. We're not going to see any of that. Looks like it's going to be the Jamie for Deeancer. His opponent, IGottaJet, going, I gotta dance. Busted out another DJ. DJ seems to be the pick of the block. Yeah, which is definitely exciting to see. I think he's a character that, man, I'm so glad that a lot of his stuff functions because I felt like a lot of his problems in some of the older Street Fighters, like Street Fighter 4 specifically, a lot of his things just like sometimes would not work as intended, and that is like one of the worst type of things to get to see. So now seeing him fully functional, very, very strong, the fake fireballs and the essentially the DJ demon flips on the up kick feints, he's sick. Yeah, so we're gonna see how D approaches it. You know, we got Jamie, one of the beta characters coming in. This character's all about just getting the drinks in, powering up, and then just good focus combo, especially once you start unlocking the different normals and specials. But already great anti-air from IGottaJet, getting some good damage, empty low. All right, get the palm, get a sip, trying to get to 5, trying to unlock full Jamie, but right now it is all IGottaJet.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of the things in these matchups is just finding enough drinks to be able to get to the point where you're able to go anti-fireball. Because once you get into the anti-fireball type of moves, you really open yourself up a lot in neutral here. But it's going to take a little bit of damage off the combo to make sure he gets the extra drink in. I think it's worth it.
I've seen it's already sitting at 3. IGottaJet found a big jump-in opportunity. Didn't cash out. A lot of drive rush. There's the spinneroonie. Big punish counter. Opportunity. Instead goes for the run-up. Parry, but gets thrown for their trouble. All right, full drinks unleashed.
Now, it'll Shin Jamie action, gets the overhead, doesn't get the full confirm afterwards, but still okay, and interrupts the drive rush. I like that. Preemptive buttons. So important in this game to know which pokes you can go for to stop those things, because stifling early drive rushes is going to be so important.
Exactly. That reacting to it, getting prepared, but instead it's going to be just cool right into the throw. Try to drive rush, a grab there, but Deeancer ready, jumps out, punish counter, but here's a punish on the sweep. DJ's sweep, a classic, going far, sliding forward, and has an anti-air hitbox. You can get a juggle from it too if you're not careful. Just cool, counter hit, but not ready for it.
Trick him to again, but was immediately drive rushing. I like this aggressive DJ play. We've seen a lot of DJs play a little more zoning, but we're closing the distance here. IGottaJet says I try to get out of these pools.
All right, well, unfortunately, that pressure getting blown up here. We're going to see that level 3 on that critical art. I'm sorry, I want to say super art, so it's not critical art until we get low life. Good damage. There's the extension with drive rush. Oh, the command grab restand. I like it. The cute stuff to finish it off. You thought the juggle was over, but instead just forced the command grab, aka the Jamie's version of Zeppu Tension.
That is going to be that's some stolen tech right there. Oh my god. Okay, try to go for some pressure there. I like that. Weaves in, gets the throw. Drive rush to be able to get a little bit of frame advantage, but not too much to find off of it.
Oh, and then Deeancer gets him to grab, taking a quick sip, but yeah, you got to be extra careful. Drive rush is going to close that gap real quick.
Wow, that is so active.
It's his dive kick. It is just like a dive kick. It shortens the jump, and it makes it so tricky to anti-air if you're not prepared. Jamie with a good DP of his own can be very useful. Oh, get us to all the drink gauge coming up. That herbal remedy, like as Capcom says.
Oh my god, very deep cross up too. Is able to get the last drink in. Tries to go for the overhead, but great interrupt.
Oh, DP. Let's see that punish counter. Gonna go for that drive rush, finish the job, not quite. Pixel life on Jamie, 2-bar. Any hit from either player can finish the job. Instead, it's gonna be the knee again.
Yeah, I think that's an important note about Jamie. I think that his reversal is not super good as a reversal. It's just like, I think, middle of the pack. It is an incredible anti-air, though. It's so good for being able to stop jump-ins from pretty much any angle. So definitely one thing to look out for. Jamie's not a character you can jump on if your opponent has the reactions.
Yeah, it looks like Deeancer not quite ready for it yet. IGottaJet, small lead here, moving forward. The slide doesn't work, but happy to press buttons under pressure, getting disrespect and playing with these pokes.
Nice interrupt there. When any turns get stolen, take a sip for it. You know, after a hard day's work of interrupting block strings, you deserve a drink.
But how are you not going to offer Deejay one? Deejay's over here having a good time partying. You're not going to share that. Instead, you're going to share this drive impact. Get just a knockdown to get the drinks. Going to power up, but the slide is in. The cross-up whisk. Deeancer with the small life lead, but got to be careful as DJ's running at you.
Oh, that's really, really bad here. Put yourself into, it's max drink Jamie against an opponent in burnout. You are so plus in so many of these situations.
Oh, trying to drive impact. Nice up back from IGottaJet. Living up to their name as they're running away. Almost back to having drive gauge and almost out of burnout.
Okay, got yourself back in it. 3 bars from both players here. Who's going to be the first one to crack? Spend that bar, gets the hit. Not able to super off of it, though. CA unlocked here.
Either player waiting for that one hit to explode and bring it back. Instead, IGottaJet. Nice drive rush usage, just making their way in. Drive impact. Oh, no, drive counter. Sorry. Drive reversal. Drive everything. Put it into drive. We don't go in reverse.
Oh, but tick, tick, tick. 6 seconds left on the clock. I don't know if Deeancer actually sees the timer. He is playing very patiently. There it is. Critical art. He doesn't go for the super. No!
He had him right then and there. There, all you had to do is maybe one quick hit into it. Wanted to extend the combo just in case, but the timer said no, sir. And IGottaJet with a big first game.
Drinking off of that.
All right, just light, medium, heavy. Just going through these kicks and keeping Jamie out.
Oh, nice interrupt with the throw, though. A little back throw incident. We find the overhead in the corner. Drive rush does give you, if you go drive rush into a normal, you do get better frame advantage there. So it makes things like that work.
Doesn't get the punish counter combo, but look at this lead Deeancer's going, flexing with. Getting these throw loops, happy just to get these grabs as IGottaJet's not trying to press.
Yeah, somebody released a document with all the characters that have true throw loops, and I believe that Jamie's on the list. That's an exclusive list you need to be on.
Yeah, that's a very nice guest list. It's kind of wide open unless you're like, unless you're one of two characters, but everyone will find a way. And right now, Deeancer's finding a way back in as IGottaJet. Starting to put on the pressure. Nice tech throw. Back to neutral we go.
Ooh, okay. Air to air, clean stuff.
All right, air slasher. Starting to do a little more projectiles here on IGottaJet. Trying to change up how to play in the matchup. There's the overhead off Just Cool. And drive reversal going to burn out Deeancer here. Now they got to be extra careful because now we're just in plus city.
Yeah, drive reversal I think is a little underutilized right now just because we don't know where to use it. And unfortunately, after having used it and burning yourself out, the stun is inevitable.
Yeah, right into the machine gun upper. And IGottaJet looking to finish things off here. Both players with a full bar, all set and ready to go with their level 3s. Or however they want to play it out. Every super has got some good usage. I can't wait to see players. Ooh, wait a minute, jump in. Didn't get the full combo, but Deeancer's still in a bad spot.
Oh, good recognition on the punish counter there. So being able to get a little bit extra damage after the drive rush and is able to space out around the drive reversal.
Oh, anti-air comes out. Burnout close for both players. Instead, it's on IGottaJet. Manually burns himself out. In a dangerous position here. Deeancer's got to find that offense here.
Okay. Trades in your favor. I mean, IGottaJet, if you're going for trades here, you got to be happy with it.
Wait a minute, big hit. Drive rush. In the corner we go. Oh, the DP, the big punish on it, and IGottaJet takes the set off of a great punish, a great finish. Doing a good job of it. Again, the patience is paying off, knowing when to go in, and as soon as they hit burnout, they held it solid, didn't immediately corner themselves. They just kind of walked it back, put out some like crucial pokes to avoid Jamie getting drive rush and getting put in the corner. So played that extremely well and held solid to finish it off.
No, definitely agreed. I mean, that is the type of DJ play that I want to see. I think that was a good mix of, I mean, we saw HawaiianShirtMan, who was definitely more on the aggressive side of things. I felt like that was a pretty good balance. And I think that's actually one of the coolest things about DJ is that he has the ability to kind of play in every single direction. We've seen the aggression, we've seen the balance. I'm trying to see zoner DJ. Somebody come up. I know somebody in the crowd is out there zoning with DJ. Bring it up to the table. I need to see it.
Zoning DJ. It's just there's so much fun stuff, and it's just a flexible version of the character. You can do so much with it. And that's kind of like a lot of what Street Fighter 6 is like a lot of these more varied characters that play that mid-range have the ability to do so much with it. Whereas like you have like your easy characters like Lily and Marisa that are just like, it's my time to go in. Then you have like Dalsum where it's like, I want to stay away, but once he starts partying like anybody else, he's got some good mix and a lot of pressure. So it's just, you have whatever flavor you want to bring to the characters and let you do what you want and how you play the game. I think that it's always been like a cornerstone of Street Fighter, but it's really showcased here with 6.
No, I agree. So I'll put you on the spot a little bit just to ask. We've been playing a lot. Who have you been feeling recently? What's been your favorite?
Manon and Marisa.
Oh,
that was the M&M was how I was liking what I was seeing early on, and I was like, I'm gonna give it a shot. I honestly didn't really care for any of the beta characters. It was hard for me to play the beta because I was just like, you know, there's cool stuff here. There's cool stuff here, but there's no rap character. There is not like, this is tailored to me.
I 100% agree. I enjoyed the game so much, but I definitely wasn't super clicking. I ended up playing Guile in the beta, and I had fun, but like you said, there was no character where it felt right to me. But the actual game mechanics were good enough to where I was like, I'm gonna keep playing it.
Of course. You're learning the game, you're having a fun time and getting adjusted, so when that characters come out, you're ready to go. So that's the beautiful part, because again, it feels like for the most part, there's someone for everybody, but there's also like the new DLC that's going to be later on down the line. It's going to bring in a lot more fun characters, and we'll see new takes on a lot of characters that were like Rashid that we've seen before just one version ago.
I gotta bring it out. Just this is also in official art. I believe one of the first times we've ever received Akuma with white hair as a selectable character. We're getting Shin Akuma, I think. I think we're getting Shin Akuma.
Don't be careful what you say.
God,
be careful what you say, but don't worry about Shin Akuma. He is somewhere in the far future, because in the here and now we have the one and only Edmund Honda on the side of Shrimp, going up against a Cammy from AtomicBravo. I know Honda has been the talk of the town. It's Mr. Butt Slam and Headbutt himself, as he's just been terrorizing so many people. And a very interesting version of Honda, having the ability to have his new sumo dash.
Yes.
Where he has some interesting follow-ups afterwards, and a lot of his specials that were brought over from 5 that were part of more of like the V system. Oh, there's a headbutt. Are now part of like his regular special moves. Nice pressure, little auto combo, headbutt in, and AtomicBravo stuck in this corner.
That was just a hair too far away. Okay, so the elephant in the room, heavy headbutt is very, very good. You have to be very careful, and it does leave you 0 in a lot of situations. Parry, a lot of the times, is the best answer if you feel like you've got the reaction time for it. But unfortunately, a couple headbutts in a row followed by an EX, and your life bar is just depleted.
Yeah, heavy headbutt being 0 means you gotta be careful on the follow-up. That means all these Hondas are going to be ready with a butt slam, a headbutt. Oh, we got a punish counter. Got to get that sumo dash into the hands.
Okay, followed up the spiral arrow though, Cammy. Cammy has real mix now off of Hooligan, which is very, very nice to see. But unfortunately, again, it's not getting to access much of it. That is negative, but unfortunately wasn't expecting the follow-up.
Oh, reversal. AtomicBravo trying to put anything out here, but this has all been Shrimp with the Honda, the headbutt anti-air. Coming through, and that's probably the fastest game we've seen so far, as Honda just busting through.
Ooh, drive impact actually is another good way to go, and parry as well. So we're already starting to see some of these adaptations. Honda's headbutt does have answers, but you have to be, it's kind of committal.
Look at that feint. Went too short on the headbutt, getting a quick just a fierce punch. Or heavy punch, how do you want to call it? Plus frames, no dice.
Ooh, okay, counter hit. Able to get the overhead. Yeah, I like that. Has a meter, goes for the answer, but the EX headbutt.
Oh, doesn't get the combo up the crouching fierce. Has to be careful here, as Shrimp is looking to get this round. No problem. There's the EX, 3 headbutts in a row, and then a quick slap. Match point Shrimp, just rushing it down. Our quickest match so far.
Honda might be the scariest character to play against when you are in burnout. He is unbelievably strong in situations like that.
Okay. Finds the target combo and gets the power up here. It's going to make hands even scarier.
Okay, I like the idea with the parry. Good job. Gets a huge counter hit and gets a follow-up with the overhead counter hit as well.
Oh, nice. Skoy gets that forward roundhouse, gets the headbutt on Hooligan. Good reaction to it. Shutting down whatever option.
Nice blocks off everything. Tries to go. It looked like it was maybe Ochio, and it's kind of gets mixed on this one.
Oh, but here comes multiple headbutts. There's the Ochio. One hit away. Buttslam's going to whiff. The slide is coming through. Last opportunity here. Gets a combo. Super's out. You're not finished, though.
Okay.
Punish counter on the headbutt. So, EX headbutt, you can get a grab. It might be armored, so now we see that reversal can be thrown out.
I actually did not know that. Today I learned. That's good stuff. And is able to beat out the headbutt just clean and neutral. I like that. Continuing to get these good follow-ups here. We're continuing to use the better normals of Cammy in these situations after headbutts here. Unfortunately, though, that is kind of where the coin flip comes in. EX headbutt afterwards.
Oh, that spiral arrow is going to get blown up. Nice hands for the knockdown. Shrimp with 3 bars going to try to find the one hit into the super, and you got to watch the back Honda's coming through. Last parry, burnout state, and this is going to be all Shrimp.
Okay, got to be careful. I mean, if you ever make him block a jab, yeah, absolutely. Just start to cash out here.
Okay, stuffs the Hooligan. We're trading back and forth. There's the hands. Burnout state for Shrimp. AtomicBravo's big chance here, but how do you get past these buttons? Headbutt, headbutt. No more EX available. Oh, avoids it. No punish. That should be it with the back throw. And Shrimp with the clutch blocks takes the set 2-0. Sumer power coming through in the clutch.
I like that. A little rock, paper, scissors going in for the handshake as well. I mean, you know, we're still getting back in the swing of things when it comes to online. That's one of the hardest parts of these matchups. Is after the game, you got to figure,
yeah, I'll come in with the scissors and see how they react.
Oh my god, but good stuff. I like that from Honda. That's the type of aggressive play you have to go for. But one thing that I saw that's really, really important is sumo slam, the butt stomp, is pretty much never a block string. If you block it going up, you can always parry it coming down. So a lot of the times you almost have to use it like a red parry. You've got to stop him. You have to show him you have the answers. Because that's what Shrimp did for that whole first game. Like you said, first game was the fastest game we've had today. He went for headbutt, followed up with EX headbutt. His opponent didn't have an answer, and he said, I'm just gonna, until you figure it out.
We're going to take you to the Ultra David School of Honda, where it's like, I'm not trying to think. I'm just trying to headbutt and butt slam.
Totugeki, baby.
That's it. That's all it takes.
Put it on him.
So well done to Shrimp. Going to keep moving on here, and we're going to lead up to our next match in just a little bit. But you're watching DreamHack Dallas here. We have all day action for all your favorite fighting games. Starting with Street Fighter 6 pools, and afterwards you're going to see some Guilty Gear Strive, Ultimate Marvelous Capcom 3, and then finishing up with our Street Fighter 6, excuse me. Still adjusted to that. There's a big old 6 there. Street Fighter 6 Top 48.
It's kind of like when the year changes and you keep writing 22 on everything, and then you know, we'll get there.
We'll get there. It's all good. It's all good. So on deck, former DFW hero, now I believe a Las Vegas warrior, Docta Afrikan, who has been one of the finest Street Fighter players coming out from the South. Had a great showing at Combo Breaker in the last big tournament for 5, getting top 8 there, and now I'm going to show his stuff here. Try to get a piece of that 10K.
I mean, that would be quite the story to go into one of the final major Street Fighter 5, at least the final major Street Fighter 5 tournament in NA, come off a top 8 and be able to come to DreamHack and perform. That would be what a start to your Street Fighter 6 career that would be for Docta Afrikan.
Yeah, and he's been one of the best people you can check out. Very smart at all the games he plays, studious, happy to teach you everything you need to know. So make sure you check them out. Their opponent will be Mikaul, who's going to be playing the Ken. Got a nice first Kimberly of the block coming against Can Masters.
Yeah, it seems like from the demo to this version of the game, Kimberly has had some very small nerves, but she seems very intact. Character's very strong. Mix-up is amazing. She's great at utilizing meter, and she is built with the drive gauge in mind. She's so good at utilizing it to get frame advantage and get combos just like that.
Yeah, I like that counter hit situation here. A challenge in there. Already in the knockdown the corner. This is where she will flourish. Although, so teleport comes out. Nice jump out. And now Mikaul's just had the opportunity, gets the whip punish. Full damage here into the EX Tatsu. Now we're setting up a meaty overhead. Let's go.
Goes for the whip. It's going to use the super. Good amount of damage and switches back to the corner.
Oh, I love the idea. Yeah. Saw the neutral jump, drive rush DP, unfortunately not far enough. Right. Okay. Walking it down. Any light hit can do the job. Docta Afrikan's got to be extra careful here. There it is. Respect the drive rush frames, my friend.
Yeah, very light stagger on that as well, which is really important as Ken. Ken is such a crazy frame trapping character here. Gets the counter hit whip and is able to go to the corner. Look at the corner carry on this guy.
Absolutely nuts. Find the back throw. Try to get the elbow, but good reaction on the anti-air. Even on the teleport to the check. Dang, this guy is so ready, but so is Docta Afrikan with his punish.
Okay, got him again. When the EX has 3 bars, can get the buff activated if he can just find any touch that'll go into it.
All right, there's the teleport in for actual more pressure, but gotta watch out. Tatsu on the other side, the walk forward throw. CA is available, gonna be blocking it out here. The punish, let's go. That should do it without even having to spend it. Well done.
Okay, definitely a little bit of a head nod there, feeling himself a little bit, which is good. And I think that just doing a good job of showing off the strengths of Ken, finding these pokes, going for drive rushes. Ken is another character who's fantastic under these system mechanics.
I agree 100%, especially with that back throw. Now, Kimberly in the corner, a low forward connects again, and Mikaul is so on point with whip punishing and converting. Here we go again.
Okay, I like that with the jab for timing, frame kill action.
Oh, too far to get that confirm off the drive rush, low forward. Low medium kick. Like I keep saying, you gotta understand, when I commentate Street Fighter, I'm always gonna be using like the old buttons. We got roundhouse, we got forward, we got a fierce punch.
It's ingrained in me.
It is ingrained in me. Like that burnout is ingrained in Dr. Afrikan's got to watch out. But if they get this round, that's a good momentum swing back in their favor.
Yeah, just applying so much pressure here. In burnout, the record kicks are so much better. And is going to look for the chip, but it's not enough.
Threw it on the line, especially the fact that I think they got out of burnout right as they were blocking the EX, so it wasn't going to work. Mikaul laughing about it like, yeah, I did that. Yeah, you know, I went all in.
Yeah, worth a try, you know. 3 meters already built up, though. Almost for both players here. Gets the answer with the drive rush coming first.
All right, nice. There's the whip, there's the super. I love it because it just side switches again and great damage. Oh, and that's what I wanted to see. Catching the neutral jump with the drive rush heavy DP. Parry on the start. Huge punish incoming.
Yeah, whipping that Tatsu with a death sentence. Goes for some Ken shenanigans with the cross-up Tatsu.
The mime can't believe it. I think I heard it make a sound. Finally playing on these new stages too.
The mime is back to SOD. Oh my god. Okay.
Oh no, okay, that's fine. Didn't get in too bad of a situation, except for that back throw comes out. Mikaul with all the resources, and Dr. Afrikan in this corner is looking rough. There's the whip. Wasn't ready.
That's definitely one of our strongest pieces of corner pressure here when it comes to layer 1 that we've got. Is jab into drive rush is very hard to react to.
Oh, whip punish again! With 2 more bar, gonna spend it one more time. It's gonna set up a next hit kill, especially because that forced burnout. Great use of the meter for that. Can't get out with the impact. Actually didn't hit the corner. Catching Pierce, but can't take a single anything. The chip will do it.
Yeah, I believe that you cannot do a guaranteed block string into drive impact there to get the stun. It will not allow you to get the wall splat if it was a guaranteed drive impact during the block string.
Yeah, we're using a lot of those plus frames, you think, you can get the situations, but it still makes it really scary when you're that person in that burnout state, because you want to do anything you can to get out of that corner, but it is just, you are in jail. And Dr. Afrikan just could not find a way to bust out. And it was just rough because you saw Mikaul's whip punishing. Every usage of drive rush to whip punish. Confirming off those low forwards, seeing Dr. Afrikan push a button and just catching it out and making it work. And, you know, our first player to really use the meter in a different way. Instead of just going for level 3, is just saying, hey, I'm going to do level 1s. I'm going to just cash out little damage. I'm going to get you into burnout by killing that drive gauge. And that's a different way of doing it as more people get comfortable using these supers in their game plan.
Yeah, I think it really depends on your character too. Like a good example being Honda, obviously very, very good with his level 1 super being a huge push to get a ton of screen positioning, as well as characters like Manon has her incredibly fast, almost bionic arm-ish for a little bit of a Marvel parallel. Her super level 1 being able to close the distance. Zangief's anti-air and anti-fireball level 1s and level 2s. Every character has very different strengths with how they're spending meter. And like you said, it's very interesting to see how players are starting to adapt and how they're deciding to spend their bar. How you spend your resources is going to be so important, and I love how diverse things are coming with it.
Exactly. Because, I mean, it's just like, again, that's just part of the beauty of the game. It's just letting you be flexible with how you get to play. And you have those different game plans get to flourish. So we will see now in our next match featuring our King of Fighters 15 champion from DreamHack, winning a big win yesterday and then making top 6 in DBFZ. It is Reynald on the left, all the way from the West Coast. He's going to be piloting the Ryu in this versus Lempira and the Cammy.
Yeah, so Ryu, man, Ryu is very good. This is one of the best iterations of Ryu I think I've ever seen in a game. He is so strong. His damage is very high. His zoning is good. And he's so fundamentally solid. I'm excited to see how the Ryu players push this character. We've already seen so much from all the demo combos and stuff, right?
And this is like the kind of character I like to see in Reynald, because he loves to kind of flex and play a specific way and just blowing you up in the most surprising ways. So had the power up here. Whiffs of Fierce, but gets a back throw. Lempira finding some hit with Cammy. Cammy's damage, you know, not the best unless you this in the corner. But right now, I like this drive rush sequence. Good chunk of damage. There's the meaty. No finish, but the throw is going to get one hit away now. There it is.
Okay, yeah, crouching leg kick afterwards there is able to walk up. Ryu obviously having a very good move speed too, so I believe he's also a character that can get throw loops in the corner and can close the distance to threaten for the strike, throw, and no free dive kicks. We do not birdwatch here in Texas.
No, not at all. Get the DP. Reynald on point, powering it up. Does the drive rush with the big punish though, leaving it all on the line. Goes on into the corner you go, another charge. Overhead combo, let's go. Super it out and finish the job. Oh, didn't even need to use it. This man's been watching those Daigo streams, taking notes of all the Daigo combos and tech, and Reynald not skipping a beat, showing you why he's one of the strongest players, not just in King of Fighters, but in anything he can touch.
Yeah, he's absolutely just a talented guy and is showing it off here. But Lempira still in it though. Obviously getting the punish there on the power-up, closes the distance a little bit. But the spiral arrows on block are pipping killer so far. Reynald's getting such good punishes.
Yeah, biggest thing just getting the power up. There's a punish counter though from Lempira, who has a life lead here. Gets a grab. This is where I think Cammy can shine. There's a far strong. Didn't get the Fierce. The Fierce is the only one of those two that is special cancelable. Blood's going to cash out here. Not enough. Maybe had to use the level 1. And Reynald now just trying to sneak his way in. Block it out. Punish. Oh my god.
You might die for this actually. This is Ryu. He's from the streets, Rap.
That's where he makes his home. The empty low. Reynald with the finish. Oh my goodness, Lempira got caught looking, and now match point.
Nice punish counter throw, a lot of damage to the drive gauge, and a ton of the health to come off as well.
And does not stop Reynald from just getting these guesses on wake up, charging up again. And disdain saw it like that with light buttons. Try to get a reaction on Lempira, just to get some big damage from a DP or even worse.
Okay, I like that EX to close the distance. Great tech though from Reynald.
Ooh, drop impact. The block though, utilizing the fact that the low recovery and gets a combo into Jozan overhead with the parry. Lempira's got some good answers here. Trying to fight out of the corner, but the impact's gonna make it count. Oh no! Not what you want to see if you're Reynald, but a throw into not throw. Last chance for Lempira. Oh, you hate to see it.
Punishes to be able to stop these attempts. So many spiral arrows on block that got was really the tail of the tape there. Reynald just playing it patient, getting the blocks, and cashing out damage per hit, which I think is going to be Ryu's identity in this game if the game stays the same. He is a machine. So much damage and just so solid at every stage of the game.
Yeah, exactly. Just all the tools you'd want to be successful in Reynald, showcasing how strong he can be, just with strong fundamentals, topped off with that huge damage that Ryu can put out when you are making those mistakes. So really good to see him here, who is the top of the bracket as he's making his way, trying to get to that top 48 on the winner's side, because already he made his money back for his trip, winning KOF yesterday. So now he's just in it for that extra credit, get a chunk of that 10K.
And that is one of the coolest things about seeing Street Fighter, seeing how many players from different places have kind of have come together into this game. This is always the first couple months of the melting pot of everyone trying to do what they can to get as good as they can is definitely the most exciting part of almost every fighting game to me. All the KOF, Tekken, everyone from everywhere, even Marvel players are taking a step out from Marvel to come into this Street Fighter 6 for just a little bit to see what they can do.
Exactly. Hey, I mean, it's the big release of the season, and everyone's just giving it a shot. We're seeing it here, especially at DreamHack, because again, 10K ain't nothing to scoff at. So any little thing can get your summer started off right. So we'll see what more people bring to the table here, because we got a lot of action still to show y'all. I mean, we only have 2 pool blocks that we're streaming, at least to start things off for the day. Everything else is going to be off stream, so I'm sure there'll be some good recordings to check out. But the venue, you can catch all the action here if you're in Dallas, and you'll have a good time at the convention itself. So hope you are enjoying it from the stream. But if you can make it out, and if you're close enough, I recommend checking the DreamHack Dallas out.
Definitely. Or if there's any other DreamHacks in your area as things come up, whether you're in Atlanta, San Diego, or somewhere else, you know, there's Vancouver. Japan happened, which apparently was amazing. I heard DreamHack Japan was incredible, so I might have to find that out next year. But yeah, there's I'm sure that whatever continent you are, there's a DreamHack near you, so definitely check it out. These are, I say this all the time, and I feel like a broken record, and I feel like people think I'm reading a script when I say it. There's no script in front of me, I promise. Blank sheet of paper, there's nothing. There's a certain energy at DreamHack that you have to be here to really get. You have to experience it for yourself to really understand what we're talking about when we say like how incredible these events are. And it's just like that with not only DreamHacks but other major fighting game tournaments. Yeah,
and they're only working to do more and more for the FGC.
Yep.
You know, we've had a presence here since DreamHack Austin with the start of Street Fighter 5. Now we're starting off Street Fighter 6 right back at DreamHack with a lot of the people you know and love, and we're having just a great time, myself and a proxy here. So I hope y'all are enjoying the show as we get the luxury of commentating one of the first, you know, 200+ Street Fighter 6 tournaments in North America. It's great.
Absolutely. I mean, it's a pleasure to not only get to do things like this, but just to be offline. I'm excited. And also playing casuals has been a good time. I got to tell you, man, I am everyone's worst nightmare. I'm the problem. I've been looking through Twitter and I've been seeing complaints about every character that people are complaining about is the character that I'm playing.
There
Honda and Geef and like, man, it's just been, I'm having an amazing time.
Hey,
I don't know about everyone else.
A marquee of a great fighting game is if every character is going to be like, oh.
Yeah.
If you look at every character in the game, and someone's gonna be like, "Geez, you're playing this character. I hate this character." That's what tells me that the characters are having fun and can do really cool things when everyone is just like, "Oh my goodness!" Because with all the love comes all the frustration. And that's the beauty of fighting games, pushing past that and becoming a better player.
Yeah, I mean, one player's amazing Twitter clip setup is another player's nightmare of playing defense.
Yeah.
So you always have to remember the two sides of the coin.
It always takes two to make this magic happen. Looks like it takes two for our next match to set up, as we have River coming off a nice little top 6 yesterday in King of Fighters 15. Going up against Shinji, who got out of the robot, is going to pilot his character in Street Fighter 6 to see what he can do here. Let's see what they bring to the table. That's what's my favorite part is who are we going to see? We've got a good amount of flavor here. We've still not seen a Manon, a JP, a Jury.
I'm going to go, I want to say I haven't seen a single Dalsum yet, and I would really like to see Dalsum.
I got to see one offline, at least. My man Rudy, who's here, who's been long-time Dalsum, played a little bit, had a great win on it. We're going to get Manon versus E Ryu. Okay.
Yes.
Not quite evil, but ready to go and get our first taste of the French ballerina judoteka in Manon. It's going to be really interesting to see how it plays out, as Manon is always just fighting for that momentum. Has 2 specials that give her those medals to power up her grabs, and if she gets to 5, she'll bring damage like you've never seen.
Yeah, this character's frame traps are very good. Her normals are amazing. She's very hard to jump at. And like you said, we have to keep highlighting it. The damage is so damn high.
I mean, IDOM won New York's launch tournament.
Yes.
Where they had the event. Won it with Manon on the, you can play beta characters or you can't play beta characters. So it's really cool to see them adapt to it. Everyone can kind of check out them and kind of steal tech. Don't be creative. Just go look at IDOM and take it.
Okay.
Lempira though, okay, so Lempira's back. This is a looted match. As Lempira is just putting on pressure and getting aggressive. Switch to Shinji. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. So got the hit, goes to the back throw, does make it work. Okay.
Oh, Spinneroonie. That's off that special, the light version of it. She has 3 versions. She has the medium double kicks. She has the overhead, and then there's the low. And look at Shinji go. Pressure's on. Drive pick cat comes out, and a big DP.
Oh, okay. Look at the punch counter push through. Nice, perfect parry. And I like that. Just go for the DP, get a little bit of damage. No reason to send resources. It scales so heavily.
It manages to burn through the drive impact using the 3 hits. Shinji just not letting off the gas, and River is put in a bad situation here.
I like that shirt, by the way. A little JJK action. That's good.
And we're going straight to character select as River's saying, okay, Manon wasn't quite ready. I got rushed the heck down, didn't have an answer.
True. And I like to see that from Shinji to lock his character in right away. There's something extra scary about someone who picks default Ryu in any game. It's just, I feel like it brings a default costume energy is powerful.
There was a Twitter post going around of just like, there's always that one guy is like, I don't care about any of these fracking random looking sparkly characters. Where's Ryu?
I appreciate that. Shouts to Lucas on production. That's him. That's my boy.
Just give me. I want fireball uppercut. I want to make things hurt. And already the solar plexus in the corner you go. River still getting rushed down, but finally jumps out, gets the throw, puts himself back in the corner with a low forward into the charge. Having a better fireball here.
Yeah, definitely already looking much, much better in neutral. He's able to get the tech here, but unfortunately he's not being able to charge himself up too many fireballs.
No anti-air. Jury with a nice DP of her own. Don't parry. Gonna go for a drive reversal. Gets blocked out, and Shinji looking to close this out with a block and a finish.
Yeah, EX Tatsu not going to be able to get there. Shinji, 1 round away. Again, the damage from Ryu is just stand out. Just needs to find that one good touch. Potentially can 2-touch situations going into round 2 with these 2 bars.
Yeah, and does not stop laying off the gas. Has used up a lot of a lot of ODs. So driver gauge is running low a little bit, but starting to play a little bit more reserved. Flipping it back up, and a nice life lead here. It's about to have 3 bars.
Okay, punish counter, a little bit of damage. Level 3 is available. Depending on the touch, we can get a kill here. I like that. EX up kicks, disrespectful.
It's a last chance here for River. Mistakes you can't make. As the jumping comes through, there's an OD fireball. OD connects again. One more hit will do it. The super's gonna whiff. And solar plexus, low forward Tatsu does not work.
Okay, got the tech. A little bit of a delay, no anti-air. Try to go for the parry, the throw comes through. I love that from Shinji.
Keeping it simple, just getting it in, getting a grab, and a 2-0 win. Sending River to losers, and Shinji. 2 strong back-to-back reads between Reynald and Shinji. But again, 2 different versions of it.
Yeah.
Playing very different style, where Shinji's using that solar plexus, using a lot more aggressiveness in their tool set, whereas Reynald was a lot more focused on drive rush.
Yeah.
And using that to close the gap and take those plus frames. So it's like, again, just having so much, you have like both players with different decks they're bringing in, of different like Ryu decks that they got to play with different styles, and that's really fun to see.
I think another important thing to note for anybody that did not notice, on the standing medium punch from Ryu, he actually trade combos that. That's another thing I think is really important in this game, is knowing where you're able to get trade combos, where your frame advantage is going to be big enough to be able to get things like that. If you throw out a heavier button and you trade with a light, there's not trade priority in this game, and it's pretty even Steven. So getting a trade like that, knowing where you're able to get confirms, that is going to be another one of those steps we're going to have to take as a community and as individual players to get to that highest level, because we're on rung 1.
Yeah.
Some people are starting to reach for rung 2 of the ladder, and we don't even know how tall the ladder is. This is some Metal Gear Solid ladder, bro.
Oh, I'm ready to bust out the Snake Eater. We will be climbing up higher and higher, just like we're climbing up through these pools. And we're going to have a huge match coming up now, because this is going to be 2 of the finest players in this pool as the elevator rises for the one and only Boot Scootin' Broly. Going to be hopping on stage in just a moment, going up against Reynald. So we get a classically trained Street Fighter master in Boot Scootin' Broly versus the I am great at whatever game I pick up, but KOF has always been his sauce, and his Reynald.
Absolutely. It's going to be definitely a styles clash for sure. And I think one of the most interesting things about these styles clashes is the way that we saw them play before. Reynald, as we said, was abusing the new mechanics, was doing a great job with drive rush, drive impact, was representing a ton of different options and confirms and combos. Broly came up, did not really use the new mechanics almost at all, and mostly was just invested in playing very good footsies, and it worked out perfectly for him. And I don't think that's because he didn't want to use them or doesn't know how to use them. It was more just that that was the style he was comfortable with. So seeing someone who is playing, I guess, more what you would expect from Street Fighter 6 versus Broly, who is bringing a more classical Street Fighter style, as you said, to the mix. It's going to be exciting to see, like you said, style clash.
Yeah, exactly. We'll see how Broly's more just ability to use great footsies, great reactions, and just always kind of sustaining themselves at this mid-range. But again, once Broly starts feeling good about himself, you see a lot more aggressiveness, and he's always able to kind of change the playstyle depending on how works best. But a person you really can't test the reactions of, and you can't really over-aggress, is going to be Reynolds, who's always made a statement when it comes to just blowing people up for overextending.
Okay. Say a little bit of just getting our button checked through, getting ourselves ready to rock. I'm a little nervous about this one, I'm not gonna lie. A lot of these pools matches have felt like it's like, okay, we'll see what happens. It's gonna be back and forth. This is about to be some fireworks between the two. Chun-Li versus Ryu, a classic layout of characters as well.
Yep, keeping it simple, keeping it classic. Mr. Street Fighter himself versus the strongest woman in the world. Nice little jump, the block from Broly, but here comes the aggression as Reynald starting to press, gets the punish counter, this long low forward. Big hit too, and nice Broly getting a confirm with the counter hit. Getting a small lead, but Reynolds answering back.
Getting that charge up here. The usage of using the fireball to be incredibly strong to use in the zoning game versus holding it for the charged follow-ups for damage is a really unique thing about Ryu. I like the amount of decisions you have to make with this character, but again, that punish counter is just doing so much work on these low crushes.
Reynald just trying to use that drive gauge to get back into space. Big part is Broly's in this corner. Broly gets out. All that screen real estate. There's the anti-air. Gets the Kakosho. Nice reaction. And the finish with the far strong, the handshake. Boots Scoot Broly with a great first round. Punish.
What a call out at the start. That neutral jump was sick.
So charges here as Reynolds catching the space. Yeah, gets the powered fireball. More aggression continuing here. The parry. Oh, nice low crush. Forward forward heavy kick, excuse me. Still trying to get roundhouse out of my system. Jumps over to the Kokoken. Big damage level 3, make it hurt. The chin check.
Oh my god, strongest woman in the world, has a tough jaw, able to live it. Tried to go for the EX overhead right away, but the neutral jump again beats it.
A little too cute with Hazancho. Again, Reynolds round start, jump forward. Early life lead, and now just building up resources. Could block it, could have DP potentially, but didn't want to risk it for the biscuit.
Gotta be careful with this low forward. Broly's already represented that low crush so many times. It's working beautifully like that. Spaced incredibly well to be safe, but unfortunately that time not quite.
Oh, got a punish counter. What looked like on the forward roundhouse. Might have tried to press afterwards. But now Reynolds getting back to the corner here. Still making a life lead. I like that, using drive rush. Try to challenge in, but the no punish. And Broly turned that back around. Looks like he might have made a little mistake. But now Reynolds is going to be extra careful here. I say that against the nice DP.
Oh, very smart to know the parry was coming. Starting to suss out the defense a little bit, but in straight into the Kakosha.
Burnout though. That was an expensive EX. Has to be careful here. Now Reynolds can use this to their advantage. Gets the charge up. Hazancho over. No punish. Speaking of punishes, Scootin Broly working their way back up. Drive rush, drive gauge back and available. And level 2, you cannot do an errant fireball. Oh. No, that wasn't enough, and Broly getting the punish. Reynolds with a huge drop. Broly keeps it solid, gets a big win, taking first game.
Wow, and the back and forth between these two, high level stuff for sure. Again, Broly looking for that low crush, trying very hard to find it wherever he can, and gets the throw.
Right. The fierce. Oh, that was a big chunky hit, but nothing from it. Nice patience is Reynolds finding different answers, relying less on the low forward. Instead, is going to do the medium kick. Okay. Parry, like that. EX just in space. But watch out, Broly's ready with EX Hazancho.
I like just ending with sweep there too. Just wants to be close enough to get some extra damage. Here's a nice punish.
I like that. Okay. And the meaty into the grab. Back throw's not enough, but Reynolds can't take a single hit here. Whip punish or whatever. Boot Scootin Broly ready to finish the job here and go up to match point. The perfect parry, the perfect throw. Let's go.
Dude, I like that. He's going into the stance as well to, in those later situations, just look for that little slide. That slide is so good for anti-fireball, but it's a little committal because it does get punished on block pretty heavily.
Expensive combo for Reynolds. The reaction, Hazancho right over your fireball. Every time Reynolds gotta be extra careful, but at the very least finding some damage, finding some hits as Broly's working his way forward. A little too feisty. There's the sweep. There's the hit. There's the super. All right, Broly gonna get the corner carry, bring it down, and now just need one more super to finish the job here. Well, one super and another throw.
Okay. Oh my god, ended up same side, tough block.
Advantage there. Cross up, nice patience from Broly. Gets the jab, tries to go for a throw. Reynolds though has a critical art. That's gonna be the punish again, and Broly taking it. You better respect it. And there's the strongest tongue in the fighting game community. Boot Scootin Broly. two-stepping all over Reynald here at DreamHack Dallas.
Dude, you love to see it for sure. Good stuff from Brawley. And again, it really just came down to, I feel like forward heavy kick really was the defining feature of that match, whether it was being able to use it well spaced to be safe and go for throws afterwards, or just getting these killer punish counters to get these crumples and get extra damage and corner carry. Footsies is the name of the game for Brawley, dude. He's insane. His spacing is ridiculous.
His spacing and reactions, everything, the adjustment, and his style of it. We're not seeing like stance cancel combos. We're not about that. We're just, hey, I'm going to play just pure Street Fighter. You want to throw fireballs? I got anti-fireball tools. We're going to go back to a mid-screen. I'm playing that out. And patient, good blocking, hard to open up. Yeah. And just took Reynald to town. So they're going to keep Scootin Brawley. He's going to be moving on still in this bracket. I like to take a look-see and see how we are faring as we are making our way through. We still got like a good 40 minutes left of this block here, but I know we've had a lot of matches and a lot of great players coming in and making it happen.
One thing you have to remember too is that we all have to remember we're all still on day one here. So a lot of these things, certain mechanics, people aren't very good at implementing yet. We're still finding our ways to kind of figure out how to use them ourselves. This is the most exciting part of every fighting game, is the discovery phase. We're settling the West right now as we continue to figure out how to play layer 1, layer 2, and above and beyond. It is a community effort to be able to find out how to get to these higher stages of the game, and I can't wait to continue. DreamHack has been great. I cannot wait to lock myself in the basement and grind this game, dude. Oh my god.
It's going to be a blast. It's going to be fun. That amazing netcode experience, playing everyone and anyone as things are popping off here. But we are offline. We are doing this for y'all, right? We're making sure that you get entertainment on this launch day while you're mashing out in all of the awesome modes that brings in Street Fighter 6. You can put us on the side, enjoy some fun as these players are ready to get some more going on, as Deeancer's back on deck as OlivierQueen, a hidden gem in Street Fighter of Texas, is stepping up. And we're going to see a great match between these two. So that was a qualifier between Scootin, Brawley, and Reynald. So that was well done as Scootin Brawley makes it to top 48 on the winner's side. Okay. Reynald in the loser's side. We have a lot of qualifier matches coming up, as I'm excited to see how these go and who really cements himself as a big opportunity to make a splash at DreamHack Dallas.
Yeah, there's a lot of opportunity for not only growth within these players, but being able to grow your wallet a little bit with obviously the huge prize pool. So we'll see who ends up taking it home. That's going to be Sunday night is going to be when we're going to be deciding that. But for now, like we said, we are still pushing our way through the pools. And it's going to be mostly, like you said, qualifying matches the rest of the way here for this block at least.
Yeah, this is one of these between Dee and OlivierQueen. This is to get to the qualifier. So this is one away from being in a prime position to get to top 48. So it makes that even more enticing because, you don't know what will come of anything as you're moving forward, right? You don't know who you're going to face even before you make it to the higher stakes matches.
And talk about bragging rights as well. One of the first major offline tournaments for Street Fighter 6, and you could say you made it to top 48. Winners, losers, at any point of that. That would be an incredible thing to be able to go home and brag to your boy. As soon as you win, as soon as you get there, you're going straight in. You're at everyone on Discord. Look how nice I am.
I am effing nice, baby. Top 48 DreamHack out of a field of over 200 people who came out on launch weekend. It's too enticing. Man. It's too good. And now OlivierQueen versus Deeancer. It's going to be interesting to see how this plays out. So that was Deeancer. I think we had the name switch on the last match when it was IGottaJet versus Deeancer. Deeancer on the Deejay. So our apologies for having that wrong. I'm really sorry. We're still adjusting to who's playing who. So I can't tell you at a glance who's rocking what. But it's really cool to see Dee going from Fong and now repping Deejay. Hey, you got a tricky character, right? And that's I love that have the descriptors of what the characters can do. Deejay is all about tricks, gimmicks, and fun. But OlivierQueen keeps it simple, keeps it straightforward. This man says, hey, I got Ryu. I got an uppercut, I got a fireball, that's all I need.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think that's, I don't know. I think these matchups are starting to get a little, I'm starting to get worried, to be honest with you, as I'm watching these types of matchups here, especially with characters like Deejay, who have all these new pieces of the kit, adapting to all the new odd stuff that he's going to be able to throw out for you. Obviously, like we said before, the different play styles that you're able to bring to the table with Deejay is pretty ridiculous.
I agree 100%. It's just so much fun. We would see HawaiianShirtMan a little bit later on if he has to qualify to get to top 48. But Deeancer with his own little flair of playing Deejay, just having the ability to use those, not really like using more of the feints. Really just abusing the feints, really keeping it really tricky. Not so much going for like dash in, dash outs and really getting you that way, but just abusing the fact that you're not going to be quite ready on the weekend one for having answers for DJ's fake outs.
That and being able to be in a position to have the technology to do that on week one is also very impressive. Like we've said, we are all at the same stage of this year, so we are all getting ourselves accustomed. We're all still getting our sea legs, right? We're not all there yet.
We're all just filthy landlubbers here in the Street Fighter 6 realm. But once things get popular, once the first weekend's over, it's going to be, people are going to catch on quick, right? People are ready. People have been playing the betas, really enjoying it there and just making sure that they are 100% good to go, especially for an event like DreamHack Dallas. So here we go. This is just to get to a top 48 qualifier, so it's still one away. This is going to be a great one between OlivierQueen and Deeancer, which at this point now is just Deeancer. I'm telling you, that's it. He knows what he's about. Punish counter combo and the damage from machine gun upper.
Oh, see, faint fireball there. DP does not, just nobody home. Drive rush. Chinese, that's so cool for the weave in, weave out, not quite able to find anything but the drive impact in the corner, gets a short little confirm, but that is not a safe jump. I like that check.
Yeah, try to get the timing right, didn't quite work out, but there it is. Utilizing those kicks to parry, the sweep, not ready for it. Double splash, there's the feint. Trying to catch OlivierQueen going through. I love the fact that DJ has an anti-fireball tool in the just cool in the sway. Uh-oh, careful now. Here comes offense on OlivierQueen. Parry. No anti-air, and a big throw counter hit too.
Oh, the back throw. There was a potential back throw instant to go, but unfortunately just dies from the back throw itself. So one round already up for the answer.
Trying to drive rush 2, not going to quite work out. And again, another drive rush getting checked, but the sweep comes out. OlivierQueen under pressure. Okay, advantage up. Nice patience here. OlivierQueen catching some small hits. Trying to avoid and stop letting Deeancer move forward. I like this just mid-screen control.
Okay, nice check. Tries to go for the weave in. Not going to get there. Does get the solar plexus, but it's an air hit, so it's not going to get too much afterwards.
Okay, hops over. You thought it was a cross it to the same side. The knee comes out, but Deeancer not ready with anti-airs on Deejay. So OlivierQueen's getting these jump-ins for free. The back step and a big finish. We're tied up in rounds.
Yeah, shimmies are alive and well, and maybe more explosive than they've ever been because of the drive rush mechanic.
Bit of drive rush, the slidey all the way from downtown. You cannot charge when DJ's on the floor. Okay, nice block on the drive impact. Drum gets blessed, and that lets OlivierQueen get that spacing. And look at how much far forward he's pushed Deeancer.
Yeah, walked all the way to the wall, is able to jump in there, tries to go for the tech throw, not going to get anything there, nobody home, but drops to confirm, still able to get a couple touches afterwards, but Deeancer's going to spend everything into a burnout just to get out of this corner. I think it's a good spending of the resources, especially because it is does recharge during the super.
That's right. Ryu gets a nice massage, we got to flex this a little bit. But now Deeancer's got to be careful here in that burnout state, the faint slashers, the patience. Building the backup drive gauge, ready to go just a second. Oh, and it's a burnout on OlivierQueen's side. Deeancer can turn this out and take game number 1 if they get on the aggression. There's drive impact, there's the stun. Full jump, let's see what you got. Cash out every meter you got. No, the drop! Oh no, ran out of drive gauges and a burnout. The tables have turned.
Yeah, it's been back and forth between the two, just spending all of the gauge here, and now Deeancer is in a little bit of trouble with the drive rush. Doesn't get too much for it.
Roundhouse hits, and then the medium kick. The pokes from Deejay. Those kicks have not stopped since Super Street Fighter 2. New challengers.
Okay. Oh, sweep actually to beat the drive rush, but there we go. Auto correct, is able to go for the up kicks.
Yeah, that's so hard to cross up Deejay when he has the resources. The short jump with the knee blast. And there's just full pressure. There was the low. Nice block from OlivierQueen though, but even better parries from Deeancer.
Okay. That's a light kick now afterwards. Does get the pair. Okay, couple counter hits in a row. I like this. Kind of brawling.
Yeah, Cammy just take advantage of it, and these little pokes just frustrating OlivierQueen, trying to get a grab, and now we're just kind of scrambling. Spooky situation, but Deeancer with the big advantage.
Okay, really good use of the drive reversal, and then the fireball, the multiple projectiles to break through the single fireball from Ryu.
It's so crazy that DJ doesn't need to use the X to have 2 fireballs. That's just a heavy version of Air Slasher. OlivierQueen going on offense, already putting the Deeancer in the corner. Solar Plexus into big damage, and the bust out. Okay.
Couple good parries. In danger, yeah, is trying to use that drive impact, sees the drive gauge and knows all I gotta do is make him block a little bit, but unfortunately putting himself closer to burnout, trying to look for the burnout on Deeancer.
There it is there, and nice reversal, getting the uppercut. Block from Deeancer, counter poke, there's the knee again. Level 3's on deck. If Deeancer can find this, can get a nice big combo and get out of burnout safely.
Critical art is now unlocked, having that health a little bit lower.
Okay, that should be enough. Easy pickings for OlivierQueen with that drive rush cancel and staying alive here in this big match and big round.
Yeah, very important swing game here. 3 bars still available for both players. There's the throw and a good amount of damage on the punish counter.
Charge forward, Deeancer using up all the resources. Little spooky now, has 2 blocks available, but if OlivierQueen goes on the offensive, can drain that really fast.
Okay. Oh, slide, max distance. I like the good spacing.
Oh, excellently done. Walking it back, there's the drive rush into burnout. Deeancer holding it down and holding it solid. Both players with a lot of resources so they can turn the match easily on its head. Turnabout is fair play. Oh, almost. Not enough to the corner. So there's no more drive impacts available. OlivierQueen about to go back into normal mode. Ready to go, can't even parry. The throw, that's good damage.
Yeah, from very far, definitely like the idea. Frame advantage, significantly swayed in his favor with the oh no, what a whiff!
But no punish, it was just roundhouse. No big combo from it, the patient walk back. Deeancer out of burnout and in a prime position to finish the job.
Okay, not quite to the wall though.
Throw, counter hit.
Oh, it's kind of bet it all on this situation here, having used up the rest of their drive gauge, multiple fireballs, putting in so much work.
Forward, there's the drive rush. Chip is gonna be happening soon, but at least gonna get out of burnout. Finds a jump in, but this is still all Deeancer. 9 seconds left on the clock, and the double air slasher. Deeancer 2-0, and gets put into the qualifying match to top 48 over OlivierQueen.
Had just gotten back to a spot where he had, that was a super clutch parry, I want to point out at the end. Even though it didn't work out, knowing that he was going to get the gauge back just in time to be able to parry the fireball to not get put in too weird of a situation. That kind of timing is so crucial in the type of stuff you're going to want to see. But unfortunately, like we said, he's going to fall down to the lower bracket there.
Yeah, just couldn't get a beat on Deeancer, who was just happy to play the lane stuff. You wanted to see that zoning DJ just chilling out, and it was just so really well put. Of just like, hey, it's like Pong. I have the little poison balls I can throw out Nishikiak. I can just stay this far range and make you have to guess. And it was just so well put by Deeancer, who was just really playing the range and doing a good job of it.
But looks like we are continuing forward here, getting ourselves ready to go as we're going to have our next couple players come up in just a moment. Again, thank you very much to everyone here in the house at DreamHack, as well as everyone at home for checking it out, as we have one of the first offline Street Fighter 6 majors continues to press forward. It's been a blast.
It's been nothing but fun stuff here so far. And just being able to be here with you and like Ajax, St. Cola, being an awesome squad again, to be here for one of the first big offline Street Fighter 6 tournaments has been nothing short of amazing. You know, we got only so much time left of this pools block action, so I hope you all are enjoying this short time with us right now. I know you got a lot more Street Fighter to do. You got a busy day with Strive as well, so I got to take a break until tomorrow after we're almost done there. But everyone in the crowd, there's no breaks. I know people are out there chilling. They might be knocked out of pools or just watching this brand new Street Fighter game. So I hope you all are enjoying your DreamHack, that things are going well and you're having a good time.
Yeah, it has been Getting to play Street Fighter 6 has been, it felt like it kind of didn't feel real the first time I got to sit down and boot up the game, just because we've talked about it so much. We got to play all these betas, a lot of different things came out, and then the first time I was like, this is the full game, huh?
This is it?
It's out. Unreal to even think that I have access to the full game right now, but here we are.
We're here.
And with the
Look at us.
Yeah, exactly. I was literally going to...
Look at us. Who'd have thought?
Who'd have thought? Not me. Oh my god.
Oh boy. Okay. This is how it goes, man. 1 month ago it was like it's not out yet. And then a month just goes
I feel like
here we are.
I feel like I've been waiting. It's like the One Piece.
It's the One
it's finally real, dude.
And there's more One Piece. There's 3-piece and 2-piece with all these other games that are still coming out. It's just a blast, and it's so much fun. And speaking of fun, Mikaul, who is coming up, who had a big win over Docta Afrikan,
yes,
is back on deck versus Shoes in a match to see who will make top 48 on the winner's side. So Mikaul with the Ken, and it's going to be Chun-Li on. Well, we'll see. I feel like it might be Chun-Li here, but there's a lot of great options, but I want to see who can stop Mikaul's momentum. They played so well against Docta Afrikan, having just great setups, good meter usage,
yes,
utilizing the system extremely well. So all of that just really came together in a strong game plan. So I want to see how Shoes answers and what they bring to the table here.
I think that was one of the most important things to note about it. I'm glad you brought it up, was the meter usage, because using a lot of Ken's combos to maximize damage, a lot of the time Ken ends up switching sides. So utilizing the EX whip into the super afterwards to maintain your corner, you don't get nearly as much pressure, but the damage is so damn high, I don't think it matters.
Yeah, I agree 100%. And I think that's a kind of the funky trait with like Ken. A lot of his supers are going to leave you at a big distance, which is like, how do you want to go about it? Like, you want to just use level 3, then go for it. But then when you use that, you cash out damage, but you're not getting anything afterwards. You give him back that space to play. It's a good finisher tool. So it's really like, a lot of characters have it different, where like the supers are good to keep it close and have that. So it's really interesting to see how people are going to go about it and work around it, like you said, with those supers.
He definitely is a character that can pretty explosively close the distance too. So when you're put in a situation where you leave yourself a little too far, Ken is a character I think that doesn't mind that too much, whether it's going for the run into the step kick, run into the meaty overhead, or just kind of checking people's reaction times with using heavy whip, because heavy whip is plus.
Yeah.
So you can set yourself up for some really messed up situations if your opponent is not willing to preemptively stop it.
Exactly. It's one of those weird things, like, yeah, not used to it yet. Once we see more of that, where it's like, if whip is used in a guard string, and you're not, you can press, because like sometimes the lighter versions, it'll be a block string.
Yep.
So okay, cool. If I press a button, I'm not getting counter hit, but the heavy whip, you gotta like just, well, people will get used to it.
Yep.
Of pressing in those spots. Like you see the same with like Luke, when Luke are doing strings into charge punch.
Yep.
Like you gotta disrespect at these points, and once people get there, where like they're either gonna put like a drive impact in between, or they're gonna hit like maybe a clutch parry, or just a counter hit button into full combo. There's a lot of ways to blow up, as you know, as people understand it. That's just the name of the game, is learning the frames, learning the gaps, and making the most of it, as we're all going to just refine Street Fighter 6 into a monster of a game more than it already is.
No, and I'm glad you highlighted that too, that it already is. We're already getting to the point where we're seeing some players get up to some not only exciting combos, but it's some exciting mix-ups as well. If you guys are looking around on Twitter or anywhere in between on social media, you probably have seen a ton of different tech posted, and seeing in the next weeks, whether it's like, so basically one thing that I was talking about with Cola that was really important is that the Street Fighter we're seeing right now is going to be, it's going to be leagues different than what we see at something like a CEO, like an Evo. This game is going to evolve at a wildfire's pace, and I cannot wait to see where it goes.
It's going to be fantastic. You know how it always starts. People are going to pick what they like. They're going to try to figure it out, but then once those top dogs, once those monsters of the game start kind of refining stuff, people kind of see how things are going. You know, mains will be left on the street. People will abandon, their toys. Like, it's what it is. We're moving on, and the rate of that happening will usually be pretty quick, especially because, some people will take it more seriously than others.
I agree.
And they really want to I just want to have to work so hard. But hey, some hard work pays off, and that's a big part of it too.
That's true. I like the hard work pays off with the combo breaker.
Of course.
Jacket on.
Of course.
what a topical thing. But it looks like we are going to have our next match, like we said, getting ready to go. If production is telling me correctly, I think we're gonna have Shrimp back up, facing off against HawaiianShirtMan. These two, for this block, might have been the two most convincing wins we had. So we're about to have the immovable force versus the unstoppable object type of match here. Honda versus DJ.
These look like two guys that like to party.
I agree.
That's if I put HawaiianShirtMan and Shrimp together, they're gonna do the Predator with Schwarzenegger. They're gonna just see each other and then just.
Oh, so we're gonna go back to Mikaul versus Shoes.
The mix-ups.
Yeah,
we don't know. The players don't know, and that's the fun part about it. Is we're just getting things going. It's all good. Fighting game players are all about mix-ups. All right, they want to do it.
So back to what we were expecting, it is going to be Mikaul versus Shu. So Ken versus Chun-Li is what it looks like. So we'll see what they end up deciding to pick here. Chun, we've seen we've seen Brawly Legs kind of rep the character, and has been, again, not very heavy on the system mechanics yet. He is just like fundying people to death. And we'll have to see if there's going to be more of the same, or if we're going to have a Chun-Li that's going to try and play a little more technical, maybe use a little more of the system mechanics, and try and utilize the stance a little bit more often, because Chun-Li does have a very powerful stance that she can get a ton of different options out of.
Yeah, really, really cool to see that in play. But that's a good more technical side of it, is we're maybe just keeping it simple, keeping it solid. Shoes, whose route here was over a big man, Scrubs versus you, and then taking out BigHyung, who we started off the block with.
Yeah.
So this is, again, a qualifying match for top 48. Let's go. Mikaul versus Shoes. Ken versus Chun. The right side is having a great time. 6-win streak. Let's see if Shoes can keep that going.
Okay, that's a really nice tech, actually. Drive rush there. Great whiff punish. Unfortunately, he doesn't get anything for it.
Okay, there's the chain, and look at that. Already forcing burnout really fast, and Mikaul just not letting up.
Yeah, and Ken is one of the best characters at abusing you when you're in burnout. And unfortunately, again, the block strings will not go for the wall spats. Same thing as well. You can see the lock come up, but unfortunately this time it's gonna be the stun.
Just left enough of a gap. Level 1, super. Gonna be huge damage. Finally out of burnout, but the neutral jump not enough. The slow fireball catching Chun-Li on the way down.
That's always one of the goofiest ways to lose a life, is with a slow fireball. That's an amazing throw on reaction to the drive rush there.
This is so punish. He just has to walk up grab. This is so big for Mikaul, who's trying to force burnout again on Shoes. There's a drive impact. The reaction to it. Punish counter. Big damage incoming. And that drive gauge is melting. The reset. Okay. Mikaul.
Level 1 back to the corner. So fireball once again. Closes the distance, but cancels it early. Was expecting maybe something, but that is a great whiff punish. That is a really important skill in this game that you're going to get used to. People will stick out their buttons, and they will just be double tapping forward just in case. If it hits or if it's blocked, you can gain advantage off of it. That's going to be a very important piece of your muscle memory in this game.
Big time, and just not skip the beat. Low forward, empty jump, or low medium kick off the empty jump. There's the fierce hit into the drive rush. To the corner you go. And there's a walk back trying to catch Shoes pressing button, but Shoes looks like they're in a tough spot, not really ready for the onslaught from Mikaul.
Nice footsies. They're crouching medium, good punish. Unfortunately, no combo. Missing out on a little bit of damage here, but again, it's tough. Chun-Li's a very technical character in this game.
It's scary. Shoes just not really having anything there. Try to go for a dodge on show. Mikaul ready, and now gonna bust out with the up kicks. Nicely done from Shoes, but still no health, no drive gauge. And burnout. There's the DP for the finish. Chip guaranteed. Mikaul, match point. What a well done play. I love that, just forcing the burnout and immediately EXDP. Like, screw this. Screw this. You're getting blown up. That's it. Yo! Misses the super. Try to get Q with it. Try to go for reversal DP afterwards, but Shoes not really ready for punishes.
Yeah, missed out on a little bit of damage as well afterwards. Okay, gonna go for the EX whip. Uses the Tatsu to close the distance just a bit. Half the life is gone, and this is gonna be a decent little bit extra damage. That is the type of combos we're trying to see.
Utilizing it really well. Finally gets a stance combo, but again, the drive gauge is hurting real bad for Shoes.
Neutral jump for Chun, obviously very, very good. Her jumping heavy kick is so strong, but there's that EX up kick. Put yourself in a burnout, but in a position to close the round still.
1-2, adding up, but there's a reversal in between's gonna catch. Shoes with the clutch critical art just to keep alive here.
Yeah, spending all of the bar in that situation just to make sure it's going to get there. Wanted to have the invincibility on the startup. And now the final round between the two. Shoes has to win this one. You've got to keep yourself in the winner's bracket. It is shark-infested waters in the loser's draft.
Oh, this is not looking a good start. Is already Mikaul getting frame traps, getting jump-ins. Pressure off drive rush. Light. There's the Hadouken. At least this time shoes. Plenty of drive meter available here. The block on it. Being punished. Let's go. Nice stance cancel spinning bird kick. Good damage. Not using a lot of resources, but what do you have to show for it?
Okay, blocks the EX, the drive gauge though very, very low. Whip comes through and does get the throw afterwards. This is crucial.
Oh, the reaction drive impact back with a level 3 should be an easy finish. Gonna go for broke. In the Shippuden Raikok instead, level 2, and Mikaul on point. Light attacks or just cancel attack the counter drive impact. That's the best answer you can have, and look at the awareness ready to go.
Yeah, I think drive impact is definitely one of those mechanics where it seems unbelievably strong on the surface, and I think once we get to the point where we have in our muscle memory the correct reactions to it, it's going to kind of normalize a little bit. But as of right now, I think that's one of the big things that's going to separate players a peg above, is being in a position where you understand and have good, and not reacting to it, but having good reactions to drive impact.
Exactly, it's an important part. Like you said, just being able to see, oh, I'm pressing the right buttons that I can counter, or even like the stuff that recovers. If you can block it, then you can counter drive impact right back at it. The biggest thing is going to teach people, because I know there's a lot of buttons in the game that are not cancelable. So if people rely on that too much, that's when you got to start going for it. And I think people just need to be happy to throw that out, because it's a check. End of the day is how are people ready for this? Like Shoes tried it, but it wasn't quite ready to go, and it wasn't something that Mikaul really used at all until it was time to counter that. Kept it in the pocket, but you don't have to keep it in the pocket. You can just see, how do they react? How can I build that up and just add another thing to what people have to worry about? Because that's just fighting games, you know?
Yeah, I mean, plus if your character has like a commando, I've been seeing Manons and Hondas have been like doing like crouching jab, they see drive impact and they Ocho. Same with like Manon, you would just like go for the jab, doesn't work out, EX commando, just immediately. It's been cool to see.
Free damage? Oh, you got me to the command grab range? You think armor is gonna save you? That's a no-go.
Oh, okay, but
let's go.
This is the match we were previewing a little bit here. Shrimp and HawaiianShirtMan were two of the strongest players that we've seen so far, and two of the people that were able to have the most explosive wins over their opponents. So it's gonna be Honda versus Deejay.
This is the Hawaiian shirt battle between these two, between Shrimp and HawaiianShirtMan. They both came into a party. They're like brothers from another mother. I love it. You look at both of them. They got the same little like disheveled beard. The same smile on their faces. I love it. Let's go. I mean, Shrimp notably was like a guy from Houston. He's played a lot of fighting games. Really excelled in Soul Calibur.
Oh, okay.
So really cool to see, you know, coming into this. Played a lot of other stuff as well, but finding their foray, a classic Street Fighter 2 matchup between Deejay and Honda.
A little bit updated though. This is exciting. Two characters I'm definitely a big fan of. Getting to see them face it out. I love how Honda's just like, I don't even want to be here.
Yeah, I don't even want to look at you, buddy.
Oh my god.
Trying to get that sumo spirit, but the slashes out, and you see HawaiianShirtMan already pumping it, already hitting the tea bags early.
Standing medium punch, as you see from Honda, is going to be one of the most important buttons. Is special cancelable, very important. So that's going to be one of your main pokes you go for drive rushes off of.
Oh, here's the feints. HawaiianShirtMan starting to party here. Try to get a parry, but the headbutt didn't reach. And it grabbed from Shrimp.
Yep. Good stuff. Tries to go for the Ocho. Great jump and sniffed it out.
Oh, I love that. So back connect, gets a grab afterwards, more mix up. Drive rush pressure. There's the impact, calling out the headbutt, and HawaiianShirtMan, the party man himself, Mr. Maracas, ready to go.
That's going to be a big adjustment for players who have played Honda in other games. Headbutt does not break armor, which it normally does. So that's a really weird adjustment for us.
Well, at least for 4. At 4. Because I know like 5, some stuff can still beat it up. But I like HawaiianShirtMan calling that out early and often. Go for a little cute stuff with the throw from Shrimp.
Ooh. Okay, 3 bars for both players here. How are you going to spend it?
Oh, don't score. It's the start. Meaty, don't score. Do it again. Perfect parry. Nice. Nothing from it, but it's all good. HawaiianShirtMan battling it back. Gets a back throw punish counter. Good damage, and that's a burnout.
Wow. I was not expecting that to land that cleanly, and he's dead.
The missile, man. This character, he's got a drill attack? Is this what Honda's been practicing since Street Fighter V? Is how to pierce the heavens?
I was gonna say, I believe him, the me that believes in Edmund. He's here for it. Davros came through, gonna go with the knee. A headbutt's just out of danger too. I think that's an interesting way to be able to deal with that, just to kind of decline the situation.
Oh, maybe the X to blow it up. Has one bar, trying to get Sumo Spirit, but the slash just too strong. And HawaiianShirtMan one hit away. Perfect parry, like you said, talking about it. Perfect parry is gonna blow up headbutts.
It's one of the most important things you're going to have to do. Parry is going to be crucial in matchups against Honda. You have to get used to parrying. Not only headbutt, but sumo slam. It's so important.
We haven't seen sumo slam represented yet for Shrimp. Hasn't really tried to go for it. Oh, there's a big hit. Hey, 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 the damage is adding up. But a back throw comes out as Shrimp now has room to work with.
Little chop action, not too much afterwards. Like that conversion off the jab. So cool to buy some space, but headbutt says, you know, it's free real estate. I'll take it back.
Ooh, there's a knee. Let's see what you got. Try to go for more pressure, but like check, Shrimp preventing Deejay from going too hard. And HawaiianShirtMan now in burnout, but doesn't even matter. Finds the knee, that jump light kick, crouching light, or jumping down light kick in the air. It's such a strong tool with Deejay, and it's showcasing why it's still so strong in Street Fighter 6.
But nice parry. Again, does not spend any resources. Very important after perfect parries. Very heavily skilled damage. Sweep comes through, tries to go for the overhead. Nice block, but still is able to apply so much pressure. I love this from HawaiianShirtMan.
Has not stopped relenting and is looking so good here. The parry again, not quite perfect in this corner. There's a grab. Shrimp has to return the favor and make this happen, or else it's going to spell doom. As oh, that's a big drive impact. Ow. One touch away. HawaiianShirtMan. Oh, cute. Overhead block.
Oh, and then the sweep right after to do it. The slide comes through and is able to cement himself.
And look at this, the friendly hug. The blue Hawaiian shirt takes it, and HawaiianShirtMan makes top 48 winner side. Come on, come on.
Nah, he's packing it up.
We know what you're here for, HawaiianShirtMan. You're here to party. Don't leave us hanging.
Oh, man. But good stuff between the two, obviously. Shrimp and HawaiianShirtMan. Like we said, we're two of the strongest competitors to get to see between them.
Oh, I feel let down now. You can hear us, right? You're gonna
One time soon. It'll be, don't worry. He'll come back with it.
Oh, okay, okay.
No, we love to see it. Good stuff between the two. And like you said, the Hawaiian shirt battle, unfortunately, one had to fall.
That is true. That is true. And HawaiianShirtMan just showing the fun you can have with Deejay, but also just a better look at the system in play.
Yeah.
With answers that we have not seen from other players yet, and really putting Shrimp through his paces.
See, that's I think that was one of the most important things that HawaiianShirtMan showed off as far as showing off the counterplay and use of the mechanics was parry. Parry, I think, is some people are overutilizing it in weird situations, but I think for the most part, as a community, I think we're a little bit underutilizing perfect parry in situations where there's a gap. It's just all about us as the game progresses, learning where the gaps are. Because right now, it's a very tall ask for people to be able to go for like clean parries in all the situations, right? That would be crazy to expect that.
Well, there'll be one guy eventually. There's some guy at home who's practicing parrying everything.
Right now.
He wants to be the next Let's Go Justin.
Of course.
Wants to be next Evo moment, ready to parry anything and everything. We're not getting that this weekend, but expect that at some point in the future. But in our future, who do we have next?
Looks like it's going to be Shinji back up to bat, facing off against Deeancer one more time. So Shinji, obviously, I believe was one of the strong Ryu players that we had earlier on. And Deeancer, obviously, we've had on stream multiple times as well. So two players that we have become familiar with here in this block of pools at DreamHack Dallas.
That's right, DreamHack Dallas here in Dallas, Texas, as we are celebrating all these fighting games, new and old, as Street Fighter 6's pool action continues on just for a little longer. This is the next qualifying match for top 48 winner side. This is see who will also go up with the others, like we saw from Mikaul, like we saw from HawaiianShirtMan, as well as one more player. 1 second. I cannot remember anything from like 2 matches back, and that was Boot, Scootin, Brawly.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, expected names to be able to make it through. But do not forget, while we do have Street Fighter 6 going on now, there's going to be Guilty Gear Strive coming up next after this, as well as some Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3. And then after that, we're going to have Street Fighter 6 back on the sticks as we continue through the second wave of pools. I believe we will be going top 48 all the way to top 8 tonight.
That's right. You stick to the channel here at twitch.tv/DreamHackFighters. Everything you know and love of fighting games is going to be here, and we're having a great time. You know, later on we'll have more St. Cola and Ajax. We even get a special appearance by Persia.
Yes,
We'll
absolutely.
be on the mic for Marvel vs. Capcom 3, so it's a star-studded event.
Definitely a lot of amazing people here to work with, and that is just one of the nice things about DreamHack, is they have built themselves a pretty amazing team. Because I feel like in some situations, some companies will come in, and then when they get involved in a community, especially when it's a community that at one point was a little more niche, they will come in and they will just kind of like put their own people in. DreamHack came in, grabbed people like Jabali, Tong, people that know and understand and are a part of the fighting game community, and that is part of why they've done such a good job of integrating fighting games into DreamHack, is because they have people from the community looking out for these tournaments. It's incredible. They did such a good job.
That's how it goes. That's what you want to see, is the people who've been the driving forces getting the chances to bring it to more people and knocking it out of the park. It's only getting better, not just with the fighting games that are coming out, but with the events we're going to have on display. The thumbs ups are there. A little bit of love in this going to be heated battle. Shinji versus Deeancer to make it to that next phase.
Bro, so much DJ today, and I'm so excited to see it. I'm so glad to get to see DJ with the representation here, obviously being an incredibly cool character.
We got parries from both sides being utilized. I love that on these jumps especially. Just showcasing that it's going to add that extra, like, how do I deal with people who parry my jump and remove any frame advantage I might be getting.
Okay, fake fireball. Baits out the parry. Actually, I like that. Was going for the fireball from that distance to try and get the parry. That's a good idea.
It's cute. I like that. Used up a lot of the drive gauge already, as Shinji's not found any significant, hasn't found any significant hit yet. EX comes up from Deeancer, who moves in, light hits, but nothing from it.
Block on the overhead, takes back the turn with the crouching medium. Good tech as well, putting him into the corner, and then jumping air to air. Deeancer seems to have all the answers himself.
You don't have to worry about cross-ups, so you always want to block the same side, especially when you're in the corner, which is nice. And now both players burn out. There's no drive impact, so to really make anything bad happen, and Deeancer is going to get out of burnout because the aggression builds up that burnout gauge much faster when you're on the offense, and finds that last hit with their drive impact. Deeancer taking round number 1.
Okay, good reaction with the EX fireball here. Oi, that was a little something.
DJ with movement was not something I had on my Street Fighter bingo, but here we are.
Oh my god. Nice use of the solar plexus. Not much of a confirm, but still getting a little bit of damage down, taking some of that damage off the drive gauge.
Ooh, taking the damage on drive gauge. The grab is going to do a chunk of it. Both players super low on it. And the whiff on the sweep is going to make sure that Deeancer is about to be a burnout. There it is.
Okay, a rapid upper. A little bit extra damage here, and like you said, being aggressive does help you out. Punish counter way too far, but in return, the critical art.
Hey, 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 we're going to see the finish animation. Woohoo! I love this character so much. And Deeancer's like the opposite of HawaiianShirtMan. He's just like, I'm here for one thing. And one thing only. I'm here to win.
I'm putting hands on you.
Yep.
The stark differential between character and player. Oh my god. They're using the so cool here to back it up. Weaves under the fireball and finds the jab. Love that knockdown. Deeancer has had some of the best ideas with DJ I've seen so far, honestly.
I love it from what I've seen from them. Definitely. And they're using the system really, really well. The drive gauge is being blasted right now. Anti-air doesn't get the combo because it wasn't quite high enough up there. But Shinji now just in really bad position. Dire straits. Can't even take a single lick, and the sweep punish. Crouching heavy kick gonna die, and now Deeancer 1 round away from making it top 48 winners.
Team with the fake fireball here. Ryu, unfortunately, not being able to play that weird fireball range with DJ. Got to be farther or closer. Jumps over, walks underneath. That's a crucial skill as a Street Fighter player. When somebody tries to go for a cross-up from odd distances, a lot of the times, you can just dash or walk underneath them.
Ooh. What can Shinji do here? What do you want to see from Shinji now that they're like on the ropes?
I mean, I think it's just, he needs to play better. If you're going to play the fireball game with DJ, it needs to be at better spacings. Playing that like character length, his fireball speed is a little too high. I don't think that's where you want to play it. About this distance or maybe a little closer is what I like. See, this at that range, that's where I like to see the fireballs.
Man, burned out though. The just cool just to get under. Punish though at least. Using the super, it's going to be nice because it's going to let Shinji get more space, more time to get back that drive gauge, but Deeancer just poking it out, trying to build that meter to get the level 3.
Keeping it patient, I like this. I feel like a lot of people are getting baited and feeling like they need to overpressure when people are burnt out.
Last chance here for Shinji. The walk forward, the grab, just trying to casually stroll up. Okay.
So good evasion though. Works up on. I mean, EX Fireball parries everything.
Parry again. Tatsu, I like the idea, but the answer said max in.
Oh man, I mean that's one of those ones where if you're right, you're a genius.
That was
you gotta go for it sometimes.
But the answer is the one with the big brain here, taking it with the feint on the air slasher, making it top 48 winners. We had back-to-back DJs between HawaiianShirtMan and Dee, and they were so cool to watch because they were just so different. It's so fun seeing those different takes, and you're going to see more of that in that top 48 later on today.
Absolutely. There's still a ton more Street Fighter 6 to come, but for now, we are going to start up and go into Guilty Gear Strive. So we are going to go to top 24. Raph, it was a pleasure.
It was so much fun. I hope y'all enjoyed it, and I hope y'all enjoy this Strive action. We have more DreamHack Dallas coming up shortly. Stick around.
DreamHack Fighters is brought to you by